Good evening, ladies, lords, lasses, and all those in between. It is I, your humble game master, today to bring you some more Rains of Vitrium content. I, the deathly Shad, along with my fellow co-hosts and players. Agathar, say hi to the people.
I didn't think I'd make it this far.
Morgan, say hi to the people.
Hello, still here.
Francois, say hi to the people.
Hello.
Soren, say hi to the people.
Oi, oi, how's it going?
Yeah, and Vonnie, say hi to the people.
Hi everyone, we're here for something.
Yes.
So true. So true.
And
So true, bestie.
and to make things even more interesting, this is our 100th episode of the Rains of Vitrium. Now, isn't that something? 100 episodes of this. 100 episodes of this.
Why do you
Like
all
I said-
still put up with it?
I didn't think I'd make it this far.
Just
Yeah.
How did we how?
I live
Yeah.
now.
I don't
And
understand.
in honor of that 100 episode marker, and also 100 subscriber marker, really, like, well, we hit
Yeah,
both of
honestly.
those. We hit both those milestones this week, and I have never been more happy and proud of you guys and myself as well for keeping this consistent, keeping this game going, and all this other stuff. It's very awesome, very nice. I feel very privileged to be able to do this with you guys. And I just want to kind of, give you a thank you, and give Twitch audience a thank you, and give YouTube audience a thank you, and all that stuff. Sappy emotional shit.
We love you, Shad. You're our favorite.
Yeah.
And all of the bots that have subscribed to us love us as well.
Oh my god. Anyway, Zip, our newest Twitch audience member, says hi to YouTube. I don't stream chat, sadly. And Spunkle also says hi as well. Those are our two fans on Twitch, saying it here, because they deserve some praise for the 100th episode being here, so on and so forth. Along with everyone else who's in chat but is silent and just watching. Just thank you, everyone. But having said all that, let's get right into the episode. So, when last we left our adventurers, Agathar the Kobold Necromancer, Morgan the Halfling Divination Wizard, Francois the Rabbitfolk Monk, Soren the Rabbitfolk Samurai, and Valen and Vonnie the Rabbitfolk Smith and Rabbitfolk Cleric, the party had just finished burying the Archmage of the Divine and helping Lorelei put her master to rest upon the hollowed ground that was created after her death. And sorry about that. Getting a little choked up. And so yeah, there's that. But Francois gave Neatal a smooch. That was a big deal. It was found out that Agathar disappointed his squirrel wife, but she still locked him in a room for 3 days, doing unspeakable things. Don't worry about it.
What a
Damn
punishment.
Yes, what a punishment indeed.
Nothing like hate fucking your husband to teach them a lesson.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And I believe Morgan was still continuing her depressive episode
Yeah, no, that's...
after
It's
her
a-
failed
she has to-
after her failed
She has to-
plans.
She has to finish the season, honestly.
And our party is making their way to the Undead Outpost to prove their worth to basically the Spears of Vuori, who are a mercenary group that basically roam around Vuori and kill undead to help save the citizenry from the undead apocalypse that is just Vuori in a nutshell. And they feel that by taking the Undead Outpost and cleansing it of the undead within, that they will have an easier time entering the necropolis, where you guys need to go in order to retrieve the Archmage of the Divine's ring. The promise ring that you're supposed to deliver to Lorelei, that basically will help her complete her goal to stop the end of the world. How she is to do this as a baby Archmage with no training and no real idea what to do, well, you're not sure. But what you are sure of is that ch-ldr-n is here, and they just nuked Morrigan's Master's Forest. Or tried to, at the very least, if not for you guys being there with a Birchwood Titan to say no. And play King Kong with their plans.
Oh.
And baseball.
Don't worry, Don't worry, Mela's gonna whip the Archmage into shape.
Maybe.
Terrible. You won.
Anyway, and that is where we're going to rejoin our heroes. And I'm going to speed you guys along a little bit, I feel.
Yep.
So, you have... you have basically trundled through the night and through the day, and are now crossing a watered bridge onto the other side of this particular area of the continent. I'm going to mark off a few more days here.
How many days?
3, right?
2.
2 days.
Well, it's been 5 in total.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, it's been.
1 week since you looked at me. And
I just need to do a few
about, at around about this point in time, as you guys are making your way up to the Undead Outpost, I'm going to need whoever's on watch to make a perception check if there is someone on watch.
Sure.
What time of the night is this?
This is the daytime.
Oh, it's the day. Okay.
All right.
Um,
Well, if it's the daytime, Morrigan is not on watch.
I'll do it.
All right, with what character?
Let's do Vonnie. She knows the lay of the land somewhat.
All
He
right,
actually gets pried out of the workshop to do some
16.
I know.
I think
Alright.
Soren would be breaking away from his own self training to actually help out with this since they're getting close to the necropolis. So
All right, then. While
Boom.
you're... Okay. Roll me 3 wisdom checks as well for your training montage.
skill wisdom check. 1 and 2 and
Ooh.
3.
Aw.
Ooh, aw.
Okay.
So
To be honest,
looks
he's not bad.
You
looks like Vonnie is potentially holding a new gun.
you make progress with things, and both you and you especially at first notice, and Vonnie, you eventually do notice as well. There is a large group of people just ahead of you that seem to be off the road between you and the Undead Outpost. What do you do? I will say with your natural 20, Soren, you will also notice that they have banners near them that have this symbol drawn upon them. Give me a second to show my own artistic skills.
My God.
Shad taking commissions now?
I want to say I think the arbalist is ready. That's a chat question. If so, then yay! I have a super crossbow ready. That's would be fun.
Three spears.
There you go. There's the symbol you see up on the banners.
I was a betting man.
But ch-ldr-n is not.
I mean,
Ah.
he gambles with his life constantly, so
Yeah, he also loses quite a bit.
that's very
Yeah.
true.
So, you tell me, Like, who do you think has that symbol there?
It's ch-ldr-n. Nuke 'em.
Yeah.
Maury, do you have another one of those rods?
Anyway, so Soren, that is the symbol you see on the banners. What do you say? What do you do?
Vani's there on watch with him. He's gonna
Yeah.
tap her on the shoulder and go, "Wait, is that the symbol of your friends?"
Bonnie, do you take a closer look?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them. The Spears of Ur,
Right.
headed by their very own Tritonio Espada.
Yep, that's them. Looks like about half, if not more.
Surprised they're still here. We've kept them waiting long enough.
And they're something like this. They'll probably be waiting for a bit.
All right, well, let's not keep them waiting any longer.
As Shad continues to add more.
Yeah, no. Well, you guys basically make your way. Like the cart basically continues to trundle along, and slowly the banners get closer, the group gets closer, and you see that there is a motley crew of at least 20 individuals here. And as your cart makes its way forward, emerging from the main group is a trio of individuals. You see the first, a quartet of individuals, my fault. You see, of course, your small rat man, white-furred rat man, with his traditional spear upon his shoulder. You see to his left, your black tuxedo cat, Gale. To his right is a young tiefling man that looks fairly rugged, but also pretty handsome at the same time. Also carrying a spear in kind of like a mirroring fashion to Tritonio. And behind him is a large minotaur woman carrying what looks to be a big maul. The four of them are wearing matching attire in that there is blue cloth upon a dark armor with a silver inlay to it. And you, Vonnie, would actually know that they commissioned their armor from you specifically. So you're the person who made all of their armor, effectively.
Yep.
Armor and weapons, mind you. And
Gotta keep business going somehow.
yeah. And by the time your cart comes to a crawl and then eventually a stop, Tritonio gives you guys a big, broad smile and goes, good evening! Seems as if you have all arrived, finally, eh? And then Gale chimes in, a good week late. Maybe even 2.
ch-ldr-n.
Never mind. Say no more. Yeah, those bastards? They've made their way here?
Yeah. So, I'd rather avoid the White Woods for the time being.
I was going to avoid those anyway. People who go in there just do not come back out. He shudders very slightly.
Yeah, about a third of it is burned down now.
Oh, hey, well, that's good at least.
By ch-ldr-n.
Oh, that's not too great. It's not too great. Did they?
Good, bad.
You're really making me flip flop like a pancake here. Can you just give me the normal news? Yes.
The Dow is down 300 points.
Damn, really? My investments.
So, you said you wanted news? Yeah, Burnholder, Thurbolder, under mastermind control, about to start moving on to Ironview. There's news.
You see this man just pause and then kind of he goes to say something, and then he stops. Then he goes to say something again, and he stops. And the tiefling eventually, the tiefling speaks up for him. If they're both taken, then by who?
We're dealing with that person slowly. The powerful wizard on revenge spree. Once Ironview has been dealt with, he'll hopefully let them go.
Hopefully, it's not
Yes,
exactly, young, gosh. Young Hoffman is correct. It is, very,
I expect a lot of
ill.
refugees. Just heads up. Anyway, Undead Outpost.
If you're thinking that we should handle that now,
Preferably, yes.
well,
Things are move in the background.
but of course, so, at any rate, he straightens himself back up and kind of perks up as he starts to go over his plan. So, the plan is for you and your crew and me, Senor Hoffman, Senorita Gale, winks at her. She rolls her eyes. Marissa and Argo and Todd from Spears are going to accompany you to the Undead Outpost, and we're going to hopefully help you take out all the undead within it and cleanse the place. The rest of my men are going to stay around outside of the outpost and prevent reinforcements.
Good to know. Might have some people to help out the rest of them.
Of course.
Vonnie opens up the door to the carriage after jumping down. We're here, everyone.
Because everyone can hear you from the front room.
Gather. As Vonnie's just yelling to whoever's in the front room. Hey, gather up everyone who wants to participate in something. I don't know.
Amalia stands up and goes, "Do I get a snack for that?"
How do you like undead?
Oh, I've never had one of those before. I don't think.
We just
Put a
send
pin in it.
Amalia in, and like a day later, we've cleared out the outpost. It's like, that was easy.
And I know, send her to the necropolis.
He's just a Roomba.
Just a Roomba.
We'll put a pin in that. Soren, you want to fetch people?
But I want
I
a
don't know.
snack.
I'll go in and get everyone. And he heads in.
Aw, he does it for free. That's so mean.
Vonnie throws a bean at Amalia.
Oh, is this a good berry bean?
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh, hey Soren, you're walking
Oh,
pie.
no.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
You watch Amalia catch this bean as this slime goes back down to the ground and just eats it, and then you hear her go, "Oh,
Shad peaked.
oh,
He pe-
They vanished. They went, whoop!
Hey,
Yeah.
boy,
They just-
solved your Amalia problem.
Anyway, and you see her begin to kind of like wiggle and writhe, and then she begins to retch and gag like a cat with a hairball, and then she leans back and spits out a loogie of slime that's about the size of a softball, which you then see grow two pairs of eyes, grin, and then slither away into a ethereal green portal and disappear.
How much have you been eating, Amalia? That only happened after you ate 5 of those things.
Amalia lifts her hands up. I'm alive again! I'm gone now. Okay, I believe it. She runs away. She scrambles away.
Soren was just kind of standing there watching this whole thing happen, just looking at Amalia, then at the slime, then at Vani, then back to Amalia, then back to the slime on the floor, then back to Vani, and he just goes, "I'll be right back," and he leaves. I'll let you handle this.
I don't even know how to handle that.
Well, you're the one that caused it.
Vani, you would hear from the slime before it disappears fully. I'm there. Bye.
I'm gonna end up killing one of those things.
Did you just say you're gonna kill one of those things?
Eventually.
What have they done to you?
Exist.
I like how we all kind of came to that conclusion.
So yeah, Soren, you go and grab everyone else. Who all are you grabbing? Just your squad?
He'll see if Team B wants to get in on this.
Oh, of course they do.
He'll grab them.
All right. Neotal is always willing and wanting to get involved in shit, especially if it involves Renswa.
Time for all of you to earn your home. Your keep at the home.
Eloise is there for moral support from Oregon. Riven is there just to kind of like whenever you go to Riven's just kind of like looks at you. It's like, you gonna be helping too?
What are you going to be helping too? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
Want to make it a competition?
If you want, I'd be down.
See who
I'd be down
can,
to compete with you.
so you can cut down the most undead.
Sure, you're on, as long as you don't cheat like you did the first one, the time we dueled.
Oh,
He says with a smirk.
Oh, now, why would I go cheat? Oh, I'm an honorable man, ain't I?
His smirk disappears and he goes, "I literally watched you do it."
He shrugs. Maybe I turned over a new leaf. Tips his hat at you, and then he just walks by.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Oh, believe what you
Follows
be
out.
saying. Cecil. Do you get Cecil is the question?
Agathar has told Soren about his concerns with Cecil, right?
Yeah, 100%.
That is a question. He would probably ask Agathar if he wants Cecil to go along. Because he'd be going in and getting Agathar too.
Yeah.
All right. What's Agadar say about Cecil?
Well,
Think good.
he eventually, when he's allowed out of his room with a little stumble,
Oh, he was allowed out a day or so ago.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, he'll look at Soren's like, well, as he'll climb Soren and sit on his shoulders. Well, I don't trust Cecil at all. However, I would rather have Cecil out with us so we can maybe try to keep an eye on them rather than having them the place to themselves.
Are you alright? You seem a little wobbly.
I am doing great.
He's doing fabulously. Soy Fang says she disappears down the hallway.
Let's see, hold on.
Uploading reaction GIF.
No, Soren just watches Soy walk down the hallway, then turns his head back up to Agathar, then just slowly smiles at him and starts and goes to get Cecil.
Agathar takes a selfie with Soren as they.
Like Soren's eyes are completely closed because he didn't expect it and the flash
Yep.
blinded him.
Yeah. He saves it as his lock screen.
All right. So yeah, you get Cecil, and Cecil looks up at you and then over to Agathar, and they smile. Oh, amazing! You're asking me to come along to watch Agathar? I mean, help?
Regret. Immediate regret.
Smiles.
I expect you to participate in the fighting in support.
I'll participate in a myriad of ways.
In the fighting support kind of ways, Cecil. Support your team.
I'll support them. And I'll support you. They wink.
Please don't. No. None. No, he wiggles his finger at that.
No,
No,
none of
none
that.
of that.
Why not? It
Not
sounds
the-
so good on you.
That I don't care.
Do you agree, Soren, that he should be called King?
He looks over to Agathar and says, I don't know. Does he want to be called king?
No.
And I don't think he should.
Oh, pooh. Unless... Is Queen better? Empress, perhaps?
Slay.
Their smile gets
you-
bigger. Their smile gets wider.
Agathar mumbles the answer, which Soren can fully hear because his snout is in Soren's ear, and just says, "Only if Soren's the king."
He prevents himself from blushing.
The man is capable of keeping the blood flow from his face. That's true.
That is that
That's true
samurai focus.
meditation.
I was about to
Samurai.
say that's after years of meditation practice.
Yeah, led to this moment.
It's all led to this.
It's all led to this.
He just looks at Cecil and goes, well, I think it's more he doesn't want to be king, he probably doesn't want to be queen. He just shrugs.
Soon. But let's go.
I'm sad that I've already blown 2 nat 20s. I'm afraid of what's going to be happening later.
Natural one.
No, shut up.
And so Cecil joins the party.
Agathar is
And-
leaving Belle and Anna in the cart for guard duty, because obviously we're in the middle of, outpost. Vani's allies are here. They definitely don't know he's a necromancer. Probably should keep it that way. So he's keeping Belle and Anna on guard duty in the cart.
All right. Oh, also Agathar, buddy, friend, pal.
Hi.
You, Francois, and Valen, all three
Okay.
specifically, feel the connection to your magic, to your spark, to your linchpinness increased in this area. You feel a greater connection to necromantic magic and necromantic energy. So, for you three specifically, necromancy spells you cast are counted as if they are cast one level higher. You, Agathar, gain a new cantrip that you can cast. Called disrupt necromantic energy. It's called disrupt energy.
Disrupt energy. Holy shit. Okay.
Basically, what happens is you point at a skeleton within 6 feet of you, and you have it make a con save. If it fails that con save, it it's killed automatically.
Nice. Okay.
If it fail, sorry. If it fails the save by 5 or more, it's killed automatically. But if it fails the save outright, it takes what's your current level? 11? 3d12 damage.
12?
3d12 bludgeoning damage. Yes.
Goddamn. Okay.
You are a master of undead.
True. And the only necromancy spell I have prepared is animated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I have chill touch.
Oh, and Wither and Bloom. I have that ready to go.
Oh yeah.
That's-
Cantrips count as 1 level higher, so basically you add another die to your cantrip damage. As for you, Rensois, your mushrooms can affect the undead here.
Oh hell yeah!
So you basically get to stat drain undead in this area.
Fuck yeah!
As for you, Valen, your channel divinity specifically ignores the ability turn resistance. So basically, if an undead would normally be resistant to turn undead or be unable to be turned, you can still attempt to turn them. And by proxy,
Yay.
destroy them.
Where the fuck is that? Right there.
Oh, and Agathar, your cantrip. If you successfully one-tap an undead with it, you can target another undead within 15 feet of that first one.
That's just undead in general, not just skeleton.
Skeletons, specifically, yes.
Skeleton specifically, got it.
You're a bone.
Yep.
You're a
Bone boy.
bone-focused necromancer.
I'm a bone boy.
You basically get to reach out and just snap their neck and break the energy that's animating them and keeping them alive and force them to crumple. And this works on any undead, no matter what their health is. If they fail by 5 or more, they're just dead.
So not just skeletons.
No, specifically skeletons.
Okay, all right. That last bit really confused me for a moment.
Sorry, whenever I'm saying undead, I'm referring to skeletons
Skeleton,
specifically when it
got
comes
it.
to you.
Any skeleton.
Yes, any skeleton or bone-based undead.
Bone based. We'll say is with being in this area, does Agathar have a better grip on Belle and Anna or a worse grip?
Well, are they made of bone?
They sure are.
Then you have a better grip.
Okay. Just had to ask that in case they go fucking buck wild in the cart for whatever reason.
If anything, they seem more animated, more sentient.
Okay.
Father, I don't need to talk like a wrestler anymore.
My voice has been fixed, Father. They stopped calling him Father or Father.
They just call you father now.
Yeah, that's the biggest noticeable difference. Is just they say Father now.
Father, what will we do today? Are we going to commit acts of ultra-violence? Maybe play some chess? Destroy people? Maybe make a bow, a ribbon even.
The middle and the later.
So yeah, you guys step out of this cart along with the rest of your party, and you make your way towards the Undead Outpost on foot. And you are joined by a Aarakocra wearing an Aarakocra with a spear, wearing the same general armor uniform, and a Harengon that is wearing light leathers and looks to be more druidic in nature.
I love how we forgot to get Mori.
Did Soren forget Morrigan intentionally?
Well, he did. He was going to get everybody.
Then yeah, he
fair.
got Morrigan.
Alright, she shows up.
Figured you would. And with that, I'm going to bring you guys to this map that I've been working on since last night. Tell me if you can see your characters.
I sure can.
All right, let me adjust.
I cannot, but I am currently zoomed in on the black area, so.
Yeah, you should be in the corner.
It's so far down.
Yeah, far left.
Where?
Just zoom out, forehead.
No. Never. Oh my god, their snap is gigantic.
All right. So this this place that you're approaching,
Okay, cool.
you basically see it on your way up, and it's rested upon a large hill. Don't move your characters.
Okay.
You can't tell me what to do.
I still need to give you the skinny on this place. Also, it's 4d12 in this area. Because your cantrip gets upgraded.
Yes. All right. I'll just add it after because I will forget and I'll be rolling 40-12s for the rest of the campaign and I won't know why.
That's fine. Anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, I remember now. So yeah, approaching this area, standing before you was this tall, dilapidated fort upon its hill overlooking the distant necropolis. Once a bastion of light within the dark of glory, its walls and ramparts creak and groan in the wind. The company of soldiers within stand their silent vigil and watch with sightless eyes the land around the fort, waiting for the assault to come. And as you guys basically post up over here in the corner, beside my stupid face. Oh. Yeah, sure, that's fine. We'll leave that. You guys basically group up with B team, with Tritonio and his spears, and with your group as well. Tritonio puts upon this stump a small outline of the Undead Outpost. And he says, all right, so around above this hill, we have a rampart wall where they typically have archers. We have 4 walls that lead around the keep. We have a main courtyard within, and we have buildings inside to get ourselves in. Now, the thing about this place is, for you clerical types, is that the undead here are not turnable. They don't turn. We've had multiple clerics come in here thinking they could just say, "Be gone, undead," and, well, it never worked. Did not work ever, really, too well at all. So, that is why we are doing a bit of a different thing here. So, I'm thinking that what we can do is we could maybe have our various groups split up and come at this place from different angles, or we could do a group full frontal assault right on the middle. Now there are going to be a lot of troops here, a lot of them, but they are arguably fairly weak undead. It's just their numbers that are the issue. So I am asking for you there, he indicates to your group, to take this lead and show us what you got.
Is the
Show me
front
what you got.
is the front I would assume has a gate, yes?
No, there is no gate. This place is ancient. The gates were knocked down by the original undead incursion that killed everyone in this place.
There's like looking up at the hill and like inspecting the walls. Well, We could do a frontal assault, or we can do a delayed frontal assault. Any of us sneaky and capable of climbing can scale the walls and see if we can take out the archers on the walls, or at least start causing some havoc, divert the tension, and then we hit them while they're distracted.
Neatal is going to sidle up beside you. I could certainly help with that. And you see the Arakakra make their way forward and just go, I could go up above and do a bit of aerial scouting, as long as I'm roughly 150 feet up. They can't really hit me all too accurately with them bows.
Do that. That's a possibility. Me and Neantal here are sneaky types, so we can scale the wall, assess the options, and then report back if we want. Or we can start picking off people. We can start picking off skeletons that are a bit more on their lonesome to kind of start thinning their numbers.
These undead do not tend to travel on their lonesome, so to speak. They usually travel in groups of 3 or 4s, if not more.
Okay. Yeah, spells are loud. Well, we could pincer them. We could split up the groups to our respective quadrants and then try to pincer them a bit, but
Eloise will lift up a hand. I could form an arcane portal on top of this place, and we could funnel in from above there.
maybe a two-front?
Pincer assault. Come at them from 2 sides. And they're between us.
Or, she points to the big
Avoids the
Minotaur.
risk of us being funneled, like, of us being, funnel-necked by a single entry point.
The other thing that we could try and do, and she'll point to the Minotaur woman, who kind of like looks between you guys and points at herself. Me? Yeah, you. If the walls of this fort are old and not well maintained, you could probably use that hammer and knock a hole in one. So we could potentially just teleport up to one side of the outpost and smash our way in before making our way into the interior, so that way they have to funnel to come at us and they can't really get above us with the archers. They seem to have relied on the general, they seem to have relied on the general layout of this place to prevent, incursions.
If we can get Renswa and I at the very least on the shooting platforms, we can clear them pretty quickly. Renswa could probably take 5 or 6 of them just by herself. And then
Possible.
I have a particular weapon that is quite apt and eager to be used against these guys.
You hear Veronica in the back of your head. Yes. Yes. Yes.
He smiles to himself.
I'm practically salivating at the mouth here.
Oh, you'll have plenty to eat.
Give them to me now.
Oh?
Let us purge this land. Purge this place.
we'll do lots of purging, but hold bump the brakes here. We gotta be smart about this.
Fine, I shall pump these brakes for the moment. But only for the moment.
Thank you.
Well, Francois going to go ahead and prep. Just because it's this last 10 minutes, I'm not worried about doing it too early. Gonna go ahead and gonna do symbiotic entity to go ahead and get our armor up. And I think since we're facing just a bunch of skeletons.
Yep,
Undead, yeah.
just skeletons.
I guess.
I don't have any forms still prepared. Oh, it's my rogue spell, that's why.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I guess fire
Sure.
Pretty cool.
as just trails of these like bright reddish orange spores kind of wrap around her.
Very cool.
Time to
Soren is going to try to
these
flag
out.
down Neatal.
She's literally right next to you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
she's
what's
right
up?
next to you.
Sorry,
there's,
I was distracted by, she looks over to Renswa, who's glittering and looks very pretty.
Soren manages. Soren is not doing that. He just he just kind of goes. He just kind of like looks at her and goes, "Just let me know when you're about to head up there, all right?"
Yeah, sorry, yeah, what for?
Because I might have something that could help you out.
Why don't you give it to me now?
Because it only lasts an hour. I'd like to make the most of it.
Oh. Okay. She shrugs. She'll then walk over to where you are, Agathar, and say, alright, so, are we sneaking up there, you and I? Or are we using Eloise's plan to just kind of like, go up there and make a hole in the wall?
Why not both? Maybe you and I can start creating some havoc in the background while they make a loud entrance, and then we can start whittling away their numbers in the rear while their attention is in the front.
At this point, Cecil will approach and go, I could be of some assistance here.
Yes.
Well, I could make the both of you invisible since it's broad daylight out here.
I don't see why not. At least it will make the approach that much easier.
Of course. And Cecil will begin to strum upon their little lute. Oh, Agathar, he is such a grand little man. And he's got beautiful scales.
Hey, I really thought it was about to
There,
be
help
beautiful
anymore.
skin.
Me too.
And with that, the both of you turn invisible. And if you want to, Agathar, you get a bardic inspiration.
Agatha just has a long sigh.
It's like bardic on inspiration. You have a negative to a roll.
His inspiration die is a D8.
Bardic desperation.
Yeah.
Oh, Cecil is amazing for you, dear listener.
Stop it. All right. Well.
Soren kind of sighs too.
All right. How about in 2 minutes, you guys kick it off, and then we'll try to get into positions until then.
All right, where are you two
Sounds
wanting to
good.
go?
Agatha's just going. He's just gonna start scaling the wall right up here, but he's
Oh,
gonna
right up
try
where?
to like at least right in front. So we're gonna go right there.
Right there?
He's gonna-
Okay.
just gonna start skittering up the wall.
All right, Neatal is going to simply wrap up there. Sproing.
Tall going to stop by Soren first because he can't see her.
Yeah, sure. He will. She'll stop by you first before springing up there.
He just goes, all right, do me a favor and take my hand and put it on your shoulder. I can't see you.
He taps you, or she taps you.
Aye, but where is your shoulder? He's like fumbling around in that direction.
She gently takes your hand and puts it on her shoulder.
Thank you. And he will cast Enhance Ability on her, Cat's Grace.
Okay. And then she
And
will...
he goes, a little something that'll help you out. That should help you out up there.
Thanks, bro. And then she'll sproing up there as well. So, Agathar.
Fuck.
Yeah. You see, right?
Why didn't I take a lightning bolt? God damn it! That's the perfect time.
We're gonna put a pin in you right there. Also, I want to explain, Agathar, the combat is not going to go the way you think it will, with the whole like 1, 1, 1, 1. It's gonna be different entirely.
Understood.
It would be way too many dice if I did it that way. Just saying.
Oh yeah, no, I figured the specific colors were go, the other specific colors were go.
Yeah. Anyway, so while those two are scouting, Eloise is gonna shuffle over here and just look at you, Renswa. So, where do you want me to put the portals at?
Well, how far can you put them?
Up to 500 feet away from each other.
Well then, I guess if half of us come from the front side, half of us can come from the side, so maybe over towards the side this way.
Could you point?
And ponging.
Gotcha. She'll nod and she'll begin walking over to here. Riven
Sure.
is going to get
can't-
beside. Riven's going to get beside you, Soren, and just follow you wherever you go.
See, let me follow up so I can actually see. Actually, yeah. Is there a back entrance or? Well, the idea was that we're going to create a back entrance, right?
Yes. So basically, there's a hill surrounding this entire fort, and basically, the only way up the hill and to the fort that isn't surrounded by basically sheer cliff wall that you have to either climb or jump up is magic or the front entrance.
Yeah, pretty much. She's going to be like, can you put one of the portals can you make one at the top of the cliffs?
She will nod her head. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, then one there, and I guess one at the front where everyone else is right now. A quick in, quick out.
Yeah, sure. And then she'll actually hold and say, do you want to wait for the distraction?
Yeah.
All right. She will nod. I'm gonna make the portals preemptively. And then, Agathar, what are you and Neatal gonna do?
Neatal will hear next to her very light rhythmic tapping to essentially indicate Morse code thieves can't.
Yeah, she gets it.
And essentially he wants to say, let's try to duck to the right and get sight on key targets, maybe leader-looking ones.
All right then. She will tap back. Both you roll me stealth. You roll a stealth check, please.
I have advantage because I'm invisible. Thank God for 23.
Yep. The both of you are able to move. You go ahead and move. I'll have her follow you.
Okay, so go. Ooh, boy. He sees that there's a lot of scattering. Kind of ponders a bit. Is this thing right here a tower?
Yes. So basically, what you see before you is a large open causeway or open area with a bridge over the top of it, where it has defensive walls and a lot of archers on top, and what looked to be doorways here, here, and here. Well, from your position, you can only see, like, there might be a couple doorways over here. But you could assume that because, like, the shape of the floor, there's probably one over here, too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Agadar stops and then taps on the log right next to him, like, very lightly. It's like, hold up. As he sees the fucking cacophony of bodies in front of him, he'll look up at the balcony, and he will. Oh boy, that's not a lot of good options here.
Oh, also, hey, Agathar, how good are you with numbers?
Me personally, am I good with numbers?
Yeah.
Not very.
Okay. Roll me a intelligence check.
Okay.
You would estimate there are roughly 20 or more units in this one area.
Yeah. Getting my hand on is not a great option.
And I will also point... Okay, I got you as well. I'll also point out specifically because that these guys are different and that these guys are different.
Yeah.
But these guys look like run-of-the-mill sword and board dudes. These guys all look like archers. And these guys are big, tanky boys with lots of heavy armor on. And this one looks a lot quicker and seems to be constantly staring out. As if they're scanning the environment.
And they're like 15 feet up?
Yes, roughly.
Okay. Are they just like waiting?
They are just waiting. This is basically an outpost. All these units are standing guard.
Okay. Then in that case, Agathar is going to tap on the wood. Man.
Would you kindly make me a sleight of hand check?
Sure.
I know that the sleight of hand check, asking you to fail a sleight of hand check, is difficulty level impossible, but
He'll roll the 6.
just a second.
Do I get advantage on this because of invisible or no?
No, this is a hearing-based thing.
Yep.
Okay. So, you'll notice that when you start tapping out Morse code, this one approaches the ramparts and begins scanning down in your general direction. It seems to have heard you, but it hasn't spotted you yet.
I think I was like in his head.
So, what was the first 3 words of your message?
Maybe head left. And he was gonna say not a lot of good avenues for hit and runs.
So
But he,
so basically you
maybe
got
head left.
you got maybe head, and then you were tapping
Mhm.
out left whenever you saw the guy approach,
Mhm.
and then you're like, you froze. And you'll feel a hand kind of gently press into your side,
Hmm.
and then slowly kind of like caress your arm up to your shoulder, and then
Mhm.
around to your neck, and then the other hand follows suit, and then
Mhm.
she squeezes right shoulder, left shoulder, and then she squeezes both. You get
if
the
I'm
sense she's asking you for a direction.
Yeah. He will tap the left hand. Actually, as he does this, he's gonna concentrate and then close his eyes. He's gonna try to pop off ethereal sight.
Okay. All right then. Spell build check.
There we go.
Okay. As you do this, all of these skeletons and undead become ghostly reflections of men, women, guardsmen, outpost watchers. The scout above you looks to be a half-elven man that is just silently scanning the environment, looking for anything that's out. The emotion on his face is stern, but you get a sense that he's trying to do his best to keep his people safe.
Mhm.
The archers are standing there, just quiet. You see a bit of maybe timidness in their expression, but they look more like fresh-faced recruits than an actual army, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
The big guys in plate mail are clearly veterans. The one that is closest to you has a scar running down the left side of his face. And in the distance, you can hear singing, almost. Like a little girl is singing. But it's distant. Much further into the outpost.
When he looks back, can he see me at all?
Yes, you can.
Okay. He's gonna look at her and then kind of grind his teeth a little bit. He will take her hand, like slowly, and then with his thumb, he's kind of like start essentially writing out with his thumb into her palm
Mm-hmm.
to essentially like speak to her that way.
Yeah, you can do that.
And yeah, he's gonna say there's a lot of bad options to kick it off. Let's start with the most important looking guys. We can probably handle the fodder better if we take out the bigger guys first. I might kick it off here by going after the experienced archer.
She squeezes your hand twice for yes, and then you feel her kind of like tap the hilt of her dagger, and then she slides it up to slides the hilt up your arm, and then taps your eyes. She basically says, "I can blind him with this."
Can you get more than one person with that?
She taps twice, which is yes.
Yes. He grinds his teeth again and then nods. Then get ready to get this one. Let me check Veronica's range here. Where's the Halo shot? I have so many. Halo shot is 60-20. Okay. Agathar looks at that guy and then looks at that guy. Agathar gives Neatal a nod and he says he'll write into her palm. All right, let's start with that guy. I'll throw a radiant thing over at the other one and see what that does.
All right.
Uh,
So are you guys kicking it off?
Please. Haggie's gonna climb. He's gonna tap her. He's gonna write it in her hand. 10 seconds, kick it off, and then he's going to go to this wall and then get some height.
Okay. Give me just a second. Do 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 do. All righty then. Move your character into position if you would, please.
Okay, he's gonna just go there and then just go up his maximum of movement.
Right, give me just
So it's 45 climbing.
Alright, give me just a second. I have to
Yep.
add all these guys in manually.
This is tough. Not other good options.
Nope, not at all. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Everybody? Or
Yep,
just
everyone.
them?
No,
I'm
everyone.
gonna use Bardic. God damn it.
Awesome. Do I get a fail token for rolling 1 on initiative?
Yes, you do.
So I got a 16.
Maury's just been in the background of everybody planning this with like just drinking from a bottle of alcohol.
Soren uses initiative of 20. Soren uses initiative of 23, and Mori's initiative of 2 to snatch the bottle out of her hand.
He uses his surprise round to snatch the bottle.
Shad,
Surprise round spelled well
what's up?
spent.
remind me
And
again
then-
how I'm doing it with 2 separate characters.
Real easy, buddy. Give me just a second. You are going to get the highest initiative between the two of them and roll that.
Alright.
I mean, you can roll athletics versus her acrobatics, which is pitiful. I don't see you losing.
She actually me big.
Variant 1 of running 2 characters. Let's go.
Soren?
Oh, that was kind of a joke. He's got to spot you drinking first. Right now, he's been helping with it.
Yeah, she's not being like sneaky about it.
His sword's gonna just hold out his hand and make a gimme gesture.
She's just kind of looks at you with like dark bags under her eyes and the bloodshot, and just continues to drink.
Now he's gonna take it.
All right, roll it.
Wow. He has a good chance to beat it.
No, you wrestle it from her with little struggle. She just kind of looks at you and then back, and like staring off in front of her.
Does she have the top to it in one hand, or?
No, you don't see. It's just a regular bottle.
It's like,
What does he get?
Chug it.
You might have to chug it.
He doesn't want to be that mean yet.
No, it doesn't look like she has. You can see she's not holding it if she has it.
Okay. Well, he's just gonna shove it into one of his inner pockets on his jacket, as stably and as right side up, I guess, as he can, so it doesn't spill.
I'm gonna ask you guys to be very nice and be very polite with me here, please. as I have so many character sheets to control.
You're totally
Alright, so
You did
Remind-
this.
what are we doing? All of us jumping into the portal, or as soon as it opens up?
Pretty much. Well, half of us are jumping in, half going to the front.
All right, so kind of need to decide who's going to the front.
imagine failing to go to the threat, honestly, or honestly either of them, because they're both kind of. Or you can have them both go in the one place.
Yeah, this is the weird part of two different character tokens. Because the two variants that I want to try is both as one token and separate tokens.
So where does the portal lead?
You'll see.
Up onto the wall somewhere
Yes.
in the door.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, I'm having to. That.
You know, that did nothing. Let's say Vonnie is gonna go here.
Also, because I want to be, and because I want to be very open and clear about this battle here,
Yeah, +2 my initiative. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't want to tell you guys how many there are in here.
95 million.
A very healthy amount.
But I will let you know that they're using swarm rules, kind of.
I have a question, Shad.
Hey, what's up?
Before like initiative kicks off and it's like we're about to go through, can I cast a spell before like we go into turn order?
What is your spell?
Summon elemental.
How long does that take to cast?
It's an action.
Mm-hmm. Does it require vocal components?
Probably.
You would
But so,
have to...
so does invisibility.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Alright.
There you go. Agatha actually has an 18 because
Fuck.
I fucked up my math.
Why is ch-ldr-n better than... Okay. Alright. Let me swap music up.
Alright, we could start playing Doom music.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
This was music that Garlic specifically requested.
So is this
Based.
roughly where the portal's going to be?
Yes, that's where the portal is.
We're
I
going to separate that way.
So I will give you guys the chance to reposition yourselves to be nearest to the portal or nearer to the portal.
Make me big.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I have specifically requested large.
Well, Mel gave you that.
It's like, well, now this is tall swa.
Also, Riven is gonna look to you, Soren, and just say, "You want to go through the front entrance?"
How many are going through the front entrance? Is everybody going to the portal, or
Most people are going to the portal. Riven is asking you specifically, Soren, if you want to go through the front entrance.
Soren is going to say, "I think that would be best, seeing as we could make a bit of a distraction for the other teams."
Knew you had it in you.
Well, I thought the
Always
point
had
was
it
to
in
go
me.
50-50 anyway.
Right. So I'm gonna move you guys over there. Vonnie, Valen, where are the two of you going?
It looks like most of the everyone is going through there, so go left.
Right. Cecil is sticking with their party. Lorelei, I'm gonna coin flip where she goes. High is with Soren and Co. Low is with. Right, Soren and Co. It is. You get an Archmage with ya. So, Soren,
Yes.
it is your turn.
So it is.
Oh, also, sorry. Before we do that, Agathar, you were kicking this off. How are you kicking this off
Yes.
specifically?
He is going to, as he's leaning on the wall at 45 feet up, he's going to essentially like summon Veronica in the Aegis form, but like it's not turned on yet, and he'll take what the halo would be, and then he will throw it at the guy that's far back here, and then once it's near, then it flicks on to life as it's going to strike this guy.
All right, roll the hit.
Halo shot, where are you? There you are. Jesus Christ. 2 and a 3.
That'll miss.
Yep.
So the halo zips out, and this guy, who is somewhat on high alert, managed to duck beneath the attack and avoid it. Almost unnaturally quick. As for this guy,
His appendages are in melee form, so no follow-up shots.
as for this guy,
Fucking sucks.
ooh, you will see a bolt of lightning form behind this other scout as Neatal runs her blade through him, and shocking electricity runs through the corpse, and then it tumbles off the side and lands with a thud,
Nice.
killed in one hit.
Nice.
She is then going to rabbit hop up and out of the way and be hidden.
I was just like, well, I fucked up immediately.
You can still move. You have a bonus action and an action.
Yeah, he'll like go. Is there like a roof to this fucking place?
A roof? Yes, there is.
Okay, he'll
Where do you think
climb up
Neatal
the-
went?
yeah, he'll go up to the same spot as Neatal and then just fucking hide at the
Alright,
very
then.
top of the tower.
All right, then I'm just going to put her back on the token layer, and I'm just going to put you guys as being. Give yourself wings.
There we go.
But now she got her one attack in, and then she sprang right the fuck away.
Yep, so did I. Hector just growls to himself, like, God damn it, messed up.
She
How did I
pats
not hit that?
she pats you on the back. You'll get the next one.
You get the next one, slugger.
Soren, your turn.
Okay, so Soren is going to move out to here. All of these guys are melee.
Yes.
Okay, and he can't see any archers, right?
Do you see archers where you are?
Is this one not an archer? These two?
These are archers.
Oh, all those guys are archers. Okay. So, So here's what Soren is going to do. He is going to... I should have wrote down all the spells the ring gets me by now, but whatever. He's going to use an action to take his sword and like stab it into the earth and cast Bones of the Earth,
Oh.
which creates which causes up to 6 pillars of stone to burst from places in the ground that you can see within range. Each pillar is a cylinder that has a diameter of 5 feet and a height of up to 30. So what he's gonna do is this guy on flat ground.
No. All of those, like, okay, all of these guys right here are up in the air on. They're about like 15 feet in the air.
I see the bridge now. I see the bridge now. Okay. So these guys are archers here as well.
No.
Or are those melee? Those are melee. Okay. All right. So 2 of the pillars are gonna go there and shoot them straight up into the air.
The Juggernaut guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's just a 30-foot tall pillar. They're gonna have to get down off of it somehow.
Okay.
Hoping that they'll take fall damage from doing so.
Of course.
And 2 more are going to go to these guys. And come on, Pink, thank you. And then 1's going to go there.
Soren, if you'd like, you may roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Am I missing something?
Nope. You were not. All right. So
Okay.
I believe they get a dex save, right?
For Bones of the Earth, I don't think so. The
Uh,
pillar is created under creature. Oh, yeah, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be lifted by the pillar. A
That-
creature can choose to fail the save.
I don't think these guys are gonna choose to fail the save. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1 succeeds. The other 2 fail. Of the regular grunts. Fucking one note.
I probably should have done another spell, but whatever.
No. It was a good spell. It was a good idea. Trying to. Did I? Okay, I didn't open up that sheet. Hold on, bear with me. Big battle, complex battle. Alright. Dex save. That was to not GM on accident. It's fine. Both fail, obviously. So these guys are now up in the air. And then this guy is up in the air. This guy is up in the air. Okay. You shoot them up into the air. All right, then. You also make 6 pillars worth of cover for yourself. I will consider this. Riven looks over to you. Hey, now. Who said anything about using spells, Mr. Cheater Face?
Who said anything about not using spells?
It seems like you learned at least. Tritonio over here says, "All right, everyone, into the portal we go!" And whoop, into the portal, out the portal over here. He is going to begin doing things.
Blue skidoo, we can too.
Oh dear God, his first attack is a crit. Yep. That guy is dispatched. Oh geez. Go. Chow, chow. Both of those are gonna hit if he gets near someone. Yep, that hits. That annihilates. And then this final attack over here is going to hit and annihilate as well. Alright, that is that. Neatal is going to look up from on high, and she's gonna say, "Hey, bro!" And then she'll throw 2 daggers. Ka-chow, ka-chow. Both hit. She doesn't get sneak attacks, sadly. But it is still 7 damage to this guy. Alright. And then she goes back onto the roof, and she will bonus action stealth. That is a successful stealth. Riven is gonna look over to you, Soren, and say, "Well, your mistake for not saying we can't use no spells." As he reaches into his cloak and pulls out a small red bead that looks very familiar to you.
Counterspell.
Yeah, Soren casts counterspell. No, I'm just kidding.
Punches Riven.
Get it. That's his counterspell.
There's that. There's that.
It's the only counterspell that only has a somatic component.
Counterspell does only have a smack component. Oh my good lord.
Oh, never mind then.
No, quite literally, I have had someone make the joke that their counterspell was just their character flipping the other person the bird.
Yep.
Yeah, very dope. Okay.
Counterspell. Yes.
All right, time for me to implement my sword rolls. 1, 2, 3 dex saves is what happens over here. Huh. Okay. That's a 21, 14, 22. Very unlucky for him.
Yeah, get fucked, Riven.
You're on the same side!
Sword to win!
Oh, wait. Those are d8s. Hold on. I have to roll d6s. Well, funny thing. Even at half damage, it still nukes a bunch of skeletons.
Yeah.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Don't do that. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
How high was that bridge?
50 feet.
15 feet.
15 feet. Okay.
Riven is going to smirk like a cocky little fucker that he is, and give you a little salute.
Soren just smiles and salutes back.
But he's not done yet. He's gonna action surge
My God.
as his echo is going to manifest over here. And he is going to make 3 attacks. One, two, 3. Dear Lord, he crit with one of them.
Lots of crits happening today.
Yeah, lots of crits.
And now that I've said that,
I have a go.
All right. Riven then smirks and says, "Heh, 26 to your none so far."
you're doing great. Keep it going.
Oh, I'm gonna. That's his turn. All right, Todd. You fly up. You then fly down. You then fly over here. What are you? Oh yeah, I know what you can do. Go, Todd. Throw your spear. Yacha. That is 5 damage to this man over here. But wait, there's more as he throws his spear again. Yacha. And misses. Alright, Agathar, your turn.
So if he hides, so if Agathar like takes a bonus action to hide right off the bat and then leaps off to go after someone, will he still have an advantage on his attack?
I would say yes.
Okay, then he'll do the bonus action to hide first. Cool. I'm having a great day.
Stealth of 15?
Yeah.
All you have to do is beat their passives.
Yeah, that's still I don't know. And then after thinking he's successfully hid, he's gonna hop up on the on the rim and then just leap off, and then he'll just like
That one's 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, he's diving on top of that guy to make an attack with Veronica.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Like literally.
Go
falling on
ahead.
top of him.
Roll to hit with advantage.
All right.
Because that guy is a terrible, yeah, god awful thing.
Oh, there we go. Natural 20.
I believe that man is dead.
He should be.
Oh no, he's not. That is
So 28, and then 11, 14 of which are radiant damage. Is he still? Well, I still, because I crit, I make a free attack.
Yep.
With cleansing strike, so he's just gonna go for another one. Is this still at advantage or normal?
Normal.
Okay, I figured as much. Veronica sword. Yep, 25.
Yep, that hits.
He does not get sneak for this, so we toggle that.
1, 2.
16 radiant. Jesus. Alright, he's still up.
58 damage. Yes.
Is he still up? Alright, the appendages go.
No!
Miss. And that's probably gonna miss. 16.
16 misses.
Yeah, no, his appendages whiff.
Big beef boy.
Yeah, but he's like on his shoulder, just like stabbing down.
You can tell very quickly you bloodied that man in 2 blows.
Yep, I was counting on it.
He was not expecting it. In fact,
then...
roll me, if you will, a opposed acrobatics check versus this man's athletics.
Acrobatics does not have good at acrobatics. I rolled a fucking 2.
Okay. Well, this guy didn't roll a natural one, so yeah, no. He stays on top of the bones of the earth and is not knocked off of it.
How much movement does Agathar have left?
You can glide for free.
That's true. Then he's going to hop off of this man.
Here, hold
he has
on.
mobile.
Before you move, I'm just gonna move all this down here.
Yeah. And then he's going to essentially like flip off of this guy. 5, 10. Oh yeah, it's only 15 feet up, so he just he's gonna glide down and then essentially get into this scout's face.
Okay. You are now inside that scout's face.
Yep, and that's it for Agathar.
That scout's face has never been in more inside.
Give me a bounce.
Give me those bones. Them succulent bones.
Or marrow.
All right then. It is
then the guy just
now-
goes, my butt.
It's now Pinky's turns. This guy is going to take an arrow shot at Tritonio. Oh! Will that actually hit him is the question. 20. No, it does not. It misses. These guys are going to make their way down here and kind of begin to group up. These guys are actually going to dash and start forming a line over here. These guys are going to form a line over here as they get into position. All right, big juggernaut and the scouts. All right. So, Agathar, this juggernaut is going to jump off of this bone of the earth and onto this area here. Soren, roll me a d6.
That's 15 feet down there, bucko.
Yeah, it is 1d6.
Oh.
That is
Six.
12
Yep.
bludgeoning damage because he is vulnerable to it.
He twists his ankle when he lands.
As he lands, you feel the weight of the armor settle down and gently creak. And this guy is going to roar. Make me wisdom saving throw, Agathar.
Sure. Yeah.
You are not compelled to attack this man.
Cool.
He is then going to make 2 attacks on you.
Agathar's too busy watching the dude like wince but try to walk off, twisting his ankle.
14 will miss, 12 will miss. But it is of no matter because the scout goes after him. The scout is going to make a short sword attack on you.
Okay.
And hit.
What was it?
It was a 23 to hit.
Shield.
Damn
25.
it. All right. Both the short sword and the dagger miss. Basically, whenever you see this person try and short sword shiv you, you get the feeling they were about to hit a vital with that.
Yep.
As this guy very deftly slips back through a door here.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, there isn't a door there. My fault. Very, very carefully slips back through here and then into here.
Okay.
As this door is now open, and you see there are more undead inside. Then we have this juggernaut, who, he's gonna chance it. 3d6 damage, please.
You want me to roll the 3d6?
Yeah, it's your spell.
Okay. Sorry. Wow.
Aw.
Wow.
You wanna know what's
Wow.
funny? He's
What's that?
vulnerable to damage. That's still enough to kill him.
Get fucked.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm dead as a
look
kill
at
for
that! You finally got your one kill by suicide. Riven laughs.
Oh no, you're certainly beating me, huh? That's. I'm gonna have to pick my game up, huh?
Ah, you are. This guy is going to move over here and roar. Riven is going to make a wisdom saving throw, which he succeeds. Hold on. Had to deal with sneezes. Okay. Alright. These guys stay right where they are. This guy's over here. This guy's over here. They both did their roar. Actually, hold on. Soren, make me a wisdom saving throw.
He's dumb saving throw. Bingo. Wow.
Oh, you feel compelled to attack this man and this man alone.
Which
Maybe
one?
his
This one?
mistake.
The big juggernaut dude.
Okay.
Basically, on your
He has
next
a
turn,
talent.
you will rush forward and attack that guy and that guy alone.
Multiple
Unless
attacks
he-
or just one attack?
Every attack. Every attack you can burn, you will burn it.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me got a couple of bonus action dashes out here. As this guy is going to scamper up here and say, "Hello, Agathar. Let's try for round 2 Electric Boogaloo with the Undead Scouts."
Hello.
Lovely. Miss. Oh, actually, just a 24 hit?
No, cut 25 with shield going.
You son of a bitch. This is fine. This is fine. More scouts.
If they're shooting and
Pachow,
more throwing stuff at him, his AC will
pachow.
get higher.
Dear God, please.
No. Or is just weaving and bobbing like shield bashing attacks out of the way.
You know what's funny?
Uh-huh.
They're literally always just like one away from hitting you. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's why.
He forgot to do a thing.
Their proficiency bonus wasn't proper. So, 25 and 25.
Oh, yeah, no, those will hit.
It's okay. One was with a dagger. The other was with the short sword. Alright, so we're gonna roll dagger damage. Sorry, we're gonna roll dagger damage and then short sword damage. Alright. 38 damage in total.
Oof. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, you have uncanny dodge. Would you like to uncanny dodge the first of that?
I already used my reaction for shield.
Ooh, you're right.
That's
So, yeah.
great.
Stab.
Was that with just because rogues got it.
Yeah,
all right,
rogues.
Agthor is already bloody.
Right. That is that. Oh wait, I forgot. There's this man here. Bonus action, dashing around over here. No. Dashing to over here. This guy is going to dash around to over here. And over here. He's just gonna be yeah, that's what we're doing. Attacks on Riven's Echo with one of them at the very least. That will miss the Echo. Alright. Cecil is going to whoop through the portal up here. That is the thing. He does the thing. Lana is going to whoop. 25 is 30 is a dash action over here. That's her turn. Lorelei is going to move over to here. And then she is going to move up and over to here to engage some undead. That's what are you doing?
Alright, and Swa's going to step through the portal. I will try to figure out where the fuck I'm going. I think down and around's the only direction.
If you would like, you
Five.
could try and smash your way through the wall to your left.
I would love to do that.
Go for it.
When you bust through it, you are obligated to go, "Oh yeah!"
Oh yeah.
I will not.
Fired.
What am I rolling specifically?
Give me
Am I
a
punching
attack.
the wall?
Yeah, give me an attack roll.
Alright.
Your fists are lethal weapons now. They're big enough to smash through a wall or two.
Fair
Probably.
enough. 29?
29, yeah, that hits. Roll damage for me and add your d4.
Yeah.
16?
Oh yeah, no, that's the spores any large. I just rolled double ones. Yeah, 16.
Tragic. But
I mean, 15 bludgeoning, 1 fire.
But you do knock your way in and expose a bunch of undead.
Oh boy. Alright, well there was one attack.
I guess oh boy is good
Oh,
enough.
I just realized you do bludgeoning damage.
Uh-huh.
What's your minimum damage?
My minimum
Yes.
would be no, it would be 7 from the unarmed plus 1 from enlarged, so 8 bludgeoning
So
and 1 fire.
8 bludgeoning, you say?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Just
tell-
my minimum kill.
Yes, it does.
All right,
Your minimum one taps any of the basic units.
Well, let's see. Currently, there's 2 of them in range, but I have to move again. Actually, could she just come to like right there and be on top of this one?
Oh yeah, sure. Just make another unarmed strike.
Yeah, it's like essentially the second like extra attack is going to be
So
a 12. She might have actually missed.
a 12? Yeah, that does miss.
All right, and then
You have your
2
bonus
sets
actions.
of flurry of blows. Yeah, 2 sets of flurries of blows, and hopefully that's enough to kill all 4 of these.
I thought there were 5 in there.
Not well, the 4 with these attacks, but not when I roll a 1. Jesus Christ!
You got one of them.
Well, 2 of actually that's debatable if the 16 hits.
The 16 does hit.
All right, cool. Killed 2 of them.
All right.
The one that's underneath me, if
The one
it's still
that's
there.
underneath you.
Oh, you already moved it. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. You come in, and like these undead, they look surprised to see you just kind of like Kool-Aid man your way through the wall, just like, oh yeah. And but whenever you try and like swing at them, they have this unnatural deftness to them. They kind of just like dodge and weave out of the way.
It's a small
but you-
room for a big bun.
Yeah, but you still manage to, like, by proxy, grab a couple of their skulls and just crush them in your hands. Like, you don't even need to roll damage, just dead immediately. But you're still surrounded.
Backhands them.
Yes. And as you are currently surrounded, you see this door open and this door open.
Okay.
Uh,
Show me what you've got.
Next up, Hoffman is going to run through here and go through here. He's gonna notice there's an open doorway here, and he's gonna step in here and say, "I got," and say, "I got you. Gonna give you some backup here, Miss Rensois." And Hoffman will flip his spear over to swing from the
Take
haft.
the south.
He'll nod, and he'll hit the south one. That hits and kills because his minimum kills. He is then going to shuffle over here and make a second attack on this one and hit and kill that one. Dear Lord, I'm siphoning your luck.
Knock it off.
I'm sorry. He is then going to move down here. And he's going to shut this door and he's going to hold it. So that way they can't just free fire at you. Then it goes to these guys' turns. All right. Agathar.
Yeah.
You watch as more soldiers pour out of this one area. I'm just gonna diligently move them over here into a line. And then you see a line of archers emerge.
I could take him.
They all take aim at you.
Okay, my AC is even higher because I'm getting shot at.
Oh shit, I forgot you had that.
So my AC is 28 against range right now.
All right.
7, not 28. I can't math.
Okay.
27.
They
Your
got
AC is fuck you.
they got a 15 to hit. So all their arrows just begin to like you enter a flow state as you see these arrows zoom up into the sky and come down at you, blotting out the sun almost, and you just kind of like start vibrating in place and just kind of like shoot like you're fucking rain dodging.
Ultra Instinct theme is blaring. Wait.
Yeah, pretty much. Give me just a second to do a thing. Let me just put you there. Put you there. Put you there. Reveal more of this map for our lovely audience. All right. So that is Orange Team's turn. Argo is going to walk through the portal, come out here. Are you injured, Rensois?
No, not yet.
All right. This guy will come over here and hold an action. Bonnie, what are you doing?
Let's. Oh. Valen's gonna move here. Bonnie's gonna move there. Oh, I can actually see people.
Yep.
I gotta measure out.
What are you trying to measure?
Just doing 15 feet.
Here, let me help you out with that, buddy.
Yeah, that'll work.
There you go. You can move that around. Can you not see the aura around it?
I can see it. That's the echo, right?
Yes, that is Riven's Echo.
Alright, heard. Don't really give a shit about that. Valen's gonna pull something out.
It's Vonnie's turn.
No, they share the same initiative.
Oh, they share the same. Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind.
They share the same initiative and action economy. Okay. So, you guys watch as Valen pulls out a large stalk of corn. Like a stalk with a corn, with like a corn cob attached to the very front end of it. He then grabs a leaf, cocks it down, puts it onto his shoulder, levels it at this group of undead, and then flicks the leaf forward as this corn cob spirals out from the center of it, shoots outwards, hits the center, and then explodes into a giant burst of popcorn and fire.
Playing Dance versus Zombies, right? Freaking...
So that's a dex save again for 1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
dex save.
5. That's 5 guys making your dex save. Versus DC of 18.
Guys.
These 2 guys
Delicious
make it.
burgers.
These guys all fail. Let's see if Ribbon's Echo makes it.
I mean, either way, if it takes damage, it's gone. It's like 1 health.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right about that.
Only have one.
Hey,
Echo
hey,
is
hey, hey.
gone.
He could have evasion. But yeah,
I
no,
wouldn't be surprised.
the Echo poofs.
Riven, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Bro, uncool.
Ribbon's like, hey, you ruined my kill streak there. I was about to get a Kilimanjaro there. Anyway, half damage is 12. Yeah, so these guys made it, these guys didn't. So we're going to put X. 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 24 damage here. And we're gonna go X. X. X.
X gonna give it to you.
X.
What?
I would have gotten few more if I would put it right there.
Yeah, but we got our ally right there.
And they'll be fine.
These two guys take 12 damage. Alright. Let me clear these trash mobs off the area. They're trash!
Right.
Alright, that's the twins' turn. Alright, Marissa is going to huff and puff and make her way through this portal and come over here. She's gonna come over here and go, Hoffman, what do you want me to do? And she's blushing as Hoffman's like, help me hold the door, please. And she's like, oh, you got it. And then she's gonna put her maul right there in the door and help lock it down. That's what she does. Next up, purple boys. These purple swordsmen are going to rush in here and utterly surround you.
Now it's an even fight.
So, Francois, they're going to get one attack on you. And this attack is going to have a bonus to hit based on how many there are around you. And if it hits, it's going to do that much extra damage.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a +5 bonus. That is a natural 20.
No.
It misses. No.
All right. So that is 5 extra d6 of damage. That's
Now she did.
38 damage
Okay.
as these undead skeletons just start slicing and dicing, just start cutting right into you, getting you right down to the marrow even.
They
As,
almost went through my temp HP.
Wait, what?
That's
What?
force armor.
Oh.
I have
Oh.
44 temp HP and my 80.
Maybe I should have
Oh.
done a recall protocol armor before I just did it.
Oh, these poor bastards. They never stood a fucking chance.
Now I've got 86.
All right, blue team. There are only 3 of you alive. Hey, Soren, roll me 3d6, please.
6.
Could you please not roll higher than an average of 7?
How's a 16?
Shit. All right, well,
Insert the Lego.
yeah, just the Roblox oof sound effect. As these guys are going to come over here and surround Ribbon.
Oh no, Ribbon, look out!
Hey, quiet. All right, scimitar.
Oh, no.
That is
Whoa.
a 18 to hit.
You can't win
18
if you
is
said-
going to miss. Yes, 18 is going to miss. And then we go to green team. Mean green team, what are they gonna do? Oh my good lord, there's not that many left of them. Okay, what are they gonna do? You know what? They are going... Oh, Oh, there's a blue archer left.
There
Oh,
it is.
hold on. Hold
Shoot
on.
at Aggie.
Yeah, shoot at Aggie. Natural one, miss. Okay, now that we got that out of the way. Green archer, shoot at Aggie. Oh, that's a 25 to hit.
That still misses because I'm getting shot at.
Yeah.
That would have hit if I didn't have that skill. So when he's really focusing on when he just like his appendage just snatches the air out of the air and he doesn't even look at the guy.
Oh, that pissed him off, Agathar.
Bring it. Okay, that was a joke. Are they climbing up?
Juggernaut gets shoved backwards as the horde descends.
What's my fucking movement? They're gonna climb a ladder and shit.
They move how I want them to move.
It's cheating.
It's okay. Basically, as long as one of them could have gotten to you normally, which one of them could have gotten to you normally, the rest of them just need to surround you.
Fair enough.
So, scimitar attack with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 6 bonus. What's your AC again?
25.
It was a 19 to hit.
That still would have missed without the shield.
I know.
Oh god.
Don't make them feel worse than they already do. They're missing kobolds.
I'm 1'9". I'm hard to hit.
All right, Eloise is going to step through this portal to here, and she's gonna say, Francois, do you have that?
Got it.
She'll give you a thumbs up, and then she'll make her
Just
way.
need him to stay still.
She'll make her way over here. That's her turn. Gale is going to just move over here, move over here. She'll see you're fine, and she'll move over here and go, and then she'll hit this guy with a. All right, Gale, what are you gonna do? Ah, yes. She throws a hammer at him, and fucking nice as like the bones clatter to the ground. Tritonio's like, hey, I had that one. I wanted to get at least one kill. All right, Morgan, what are you doing?
Morgan kind of stumbles on through that portal.
All right, how much movement did you take?
Let's see. Nice. Cool. My sheet's doing that thing where it moves and won't let you click it.
Weird. You moved
have
about 15 feet.
All right.
So
I've
yeah,
got
15
10
feet.
left.
Yep. Oh, 10 left? Okay. All right. Well, you're right there.
I am a halfling, Shad.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Just become Borb.
Nah.
Pick up mobile, Fivehead.
That's what I did.
So, where are you going?
This is all I can see.
Yep. You see that Renslaw is currently dealing with a bunch of undead.
All right. I will. Shoot, I thought I'd be able to see more. All right. We'll go with an old classic, Steel and Strike.
There you go. Holy shit.
That's
All
5
right.
creatures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them around Francois in a line.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I believe that's my spell attack
Yes, it
modifier,
is.
right? That'd be intelligence +4.
Yes.
Plus 5. So that would be plus 14.
That is an
Right,
insane
but,
hit.
Yeah.
Did you roll a 1 on any of those?
No.
Then you hit with all
No,
of them.
No, I did not. All right, that's 6d10 for every attack.
Oh!
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, that's 5 skeletons dead.
And with a flourish, she turns as she lets go of her one of her crisp blades as the other one unfurls from behind her, and she'll make 2 attacks on the last one with Ash and Bran as a bonus action.
Okay. 1 hit. That is 5 piercing damage because these guys are resistant to piercing.
Okay. I am over here now.
All right. At the end of the round, let me count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 46. Okay. Alright. Soren, your turn.
There's only one thing that Soren can do at the moment, and that is move up 20 feet to this guy and start making attacks.
Alright, go for it.
So, is he able to do other skills or just attack, like with that trigger off of attacks, or is he just able to do attacks?
He's able to do other skills that trigger off attacks, so long as those abilities only trigger on this one guy. So for example, you can't go like, I'm gonna hit you, but I'm gonna use this ability that lets me transfer the damage to another creature. That doesn't fly.
So no AoE stuff?
No AoE stuff.
What about if he's the center of the AoE? No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, he's just gonna take some swings with Migi, which is probably gonna get resisted,
That hits.
and then 2 with Hidari.
Yeah, both those hit.
Okay, so the reason I ask is because for the hit that strikes with Migi, he's going to use Serpent Strike.
Uh-huh.
First, let's roll the damage on these. So that's 5 damage, I think, on that.
It's not 5, it's slashing.
Oh, okay, so they take full slashing damage?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just piercing.
Okay, does that kill him?
38, 39, 45. No, not dead yet. Well, hold on.
All right.
45? Oh, dear lord. Nope, he's dead.
Okay.
Damn.
So yeah, Soren comes in screaming, because I'm assuming that was like a thing of rage. Like a roar of rage.
Yes.
Yeah, so Riven is just gonna hear him he's like yelling and hacking into this guy. And then go, "Whew, I feel better now."
Riven just gives you a thumbs up. Well, good on you. You got 1.
Oh, that's actually 3.
Hold on now. Why is that? Oh, you got the other 2. All right, fair enough. You got 3.
Of course.
I think I'm still ahead of you, though.
Hi, by a good, 20? You're doing great. Neat. Thumbs up. And that will be
Roll an
Yes, sir.
insight on this man.
20.
Nice.
He's sitting there like, you're being really fucking weird about this, dude.
Definitely the edge of like, why aren't you playing off of this?
Exactly.
Get it back.
Like he is literally just sitting there, just like, hold on, why aren't you pissed off? Why aren't you like trying to be more competitive? Why are you congratulating me, you son of a bitch?
He can try to roll an insight on Soren to see if Soren's like acting or like hiding something.
Sure, he will. He will roll an insight of a 21.
Right. Well, yeah, Soren seems to be being sincere.
Eyes still narrow. Anyway,
I
Tritonio
don't know what
Yeah,
your game is, but
is
figure
going
it out.
to rush out over here. And then he is going to dash up. Oh, hey, Soren.
Yeah.
You're a warrior. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom check with proficiency.
Wisdom with proficiency. I don't know how to add that to my wisdom check, so I'll just roll.
Just roll wisdom and
check.
add 4 of it. And
And
add 4
15.
15?
So 15.
All right, then. You will watch as Tritonio, upon making his way around this area, smiles at the large collection of people before him as he settles into a stance and gets a look of focus in his eyes as he begins to vibrate and he begins to move significantly faster before charging over here and saying, "I've got you, maiden!" as he makes 2 attacks with the haft of his weapon, which is a hit, and then a crit. Dear God.
Taking all the crits.
I'm sorry!
He's not.
Save me a 10 on the die, please.
He'll take the both of those out of the equation, and then he will scamper forward over here, and he will make his 3rd attack on this guy. Oh my god, he still hits. Oh, and he knocks this guy out immediately. Shatters his neck. And whenever he finishes, he looks at you guys. Am I still in the running, or has someone already claimed a large number of these things? Eh? He looks at you, Soren.
What do you say? Sorry.
He said, "Am I still in the running, or has someone already claimed a large number?"
You've got one competitor. He points a thumb to Riven.
Ah, how many?
You think it was what, 23?
What? What? Come on now.
Fireball! As he's like, like blocking the swarm of attacks around him.
Neatal.
He threw a fireball.
Oh, but that's cheating! You're using spells! He cheating, he didn't say we couldn't use no spells! From the top rope, Agathar, you see Neatal peer down from above you and go, "You look like you need a bit of help over there!"
Just a little bit!
She'll point at you with her dark blade, and you'll watch as a mote of it gets flicked out towards you, and as it lands, darkness swells up around you, and and you begin to hear voices all around. as this girl is going to land here and make a bonus.
Joke's on them,
action
they
attack.
have blindsight.
They don't. Ah, shit. Ah, 16 with advantage still hits. And still gets sneak attack. So, ka-chow. One's been taken out the mix.
Here goes my plan of attack. Okay.
Oh, Agathar will be fine, right?
Oh yeah, he'll be fine.
Alright, Riven. Riven is going to very deftly try and slice through these two skeletons. Ka-chow, ka-chow. That's another crit.
Bruh. Holy shit.
I know, right? Dead. And then as he moves over here, you see him manifest himself and make a third attack with Unleash Incarnation. That's another crit. Are you?
Damn, I guess we know where they're going now.
You know, it's actually good that the allies are critting
That's, I 100%
and not
agree.
the enemies. As Riven claims another 3 kills for his fucking kill count. Oh my god. Okay. This time, notably Soren, he does not comment. He just stares at you with narrowed eyes.
Fun.
Todd goes to make a move.
And crits.
Don't fucking tempt this dude, okay?
Look, Todd can crit. He can get a crit. All right, the allies are allowed to get crits.
Go, Todd!
Be right back.
I believe in Todd.
He reverses the grip on his spear and makes 2 strikes. I can't make this shit up, dude.
Yeah, let's go, Todd. I really want to see what that feed in Roll20 looks like.
Here, I'll show you. Hold
It
on, give me a
literally is
second.
just green.
I was gonna say it looks like Shad rolling everything at advantage.
No, I'm not rolling everything at advantage.
We see a little note that says, "Get that fucking kobold." Damn.
Give me just a second.
Yes. Man, I only get a +10 kicks a pebble.
And then here's Todd.
If Todd is just a commoner, I'm gonna laugh. +7. Todd really is just a dude.
I don't really know how I got here, but
Anyway, so that is a shattered skeleton on the first attack,
We have to make sure Todd survives this.
and then another shattered skeleton on the second attack. Agathar, what are you doing? You're surrounded, but you're in
Oh.
darkness.
That's
It is
okay.
imprisoning you.
That's true. I think
it's all that you see.
he's still got his ethereal sight going on, so he can at least see the ghosts of these dudes. So he still knows where they are.
Yes, you can. You can also
he's-
you can also see inside. You can also see you can also see the origin point of Neatal's blade as well.
That's fine. Agathar is going to duck below a low swing. He's going to bonus action disengage to go here.
You don't need to.
Ah, okay. Well,
They
then
can't see you.
he's going to go. That's very true. He's going to go there then, and then he's going to turn, and and the appendages are going to suddenly twist and clamp around his hand as he thrusts it forward towards the group. He's going to cast unlimited power at a 3rd level.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, we'll do these guys. So all of these guys need to make a dex save.
Yeah, they both.
Yes,
Yeah,
a dexterity save.
yeah. They all fail.
Yeah, cool. This is technically at a 4th level because it's automatically upcasting.
This is not a necromancy spell.
Oh, okay. All right. 3rd level, then that's fine.
16. Could you paint the cone again?
Oh, ignore the 11 damage.
I am.
So this way.
This way? Okay. Hold it there for just a second. Okay, you can remove it now.
Okay.
So what, your boys got another crit?
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna remove those guys over here.
You know what? He's gonna dip back into the darkness and like bonus action
Oh,
hide.
the darkness is all around you. It's a 20-foot radius.
Oh, it's on me. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
darkness lets you target objects.
Cool. All right. So Agathar does the Skyrim crouch to stealth.
No need to bother rolling stealth. You have advantage and so on and so forth. That
I can roll a 2 and a
is
3 again.
pink.
And
All
an 8
right.
and a 4.
Pink warriors, go forth.
Actually, he's gonna stay right.
Attack real Riven, cause you're intelligent.
Damn, those skeletons do be knowing mathematics.
I mean, they see someone. They see this thing that got destroyed reappear. It only makes sense. Okay, here we are. All right, scimitar attack is a miss. The archers are going to shoot at Tritonio.
The clone Riven is slightly off, like it's an AI generated image.
Oof. The archers also miss. All right, yellow team. All right. These guys are in the fog. They're going to come out the fog, and one of them's going to try and come over here and shiv Riven. This one's going to come over here and try and shiv Tritonio. These two are going to remain where they are. This one is going to see if he gets his thing back. He does not. He is going to swing wildly in the darkness. I will roll a d4 to see who he tries to hit. 1 is nothing, 4 is his ally, 2 is Neotol, 3 is you, Agathar.
Nice.
Swings at nothing.
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Alright, Tritonio, you're going to attack twice. Stab. Oh, shit. Okay. Riven, you're getting attacked twice. Stab. Oh my. Riven gets crit.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Stop taking all my crits. Let Miki have one.
I'm gonna starve.
You've taken all the crits.
Oh, all my crits. Why? Alright, let me get you. You have things. You can do. Alright, it's the first attack. So we can't do that. These. Okay. Here. Okay. The first attack, which would have hit, you see him deflect out of the way with his shield. Parry. And Riven gets crit. How much damage? That's a lot. 21, 26, 28. Moves his temporary hit points and actually does damage to him. Painful. Ouch. Alright. Cecil. What is Cecil? Cecil is going to look over at you, Renswa. Large lady, larger and very much in charge. Inspiration. And then he's going to slap you and cast Greater Invisibility.
Oh my god.
You are now Stealth Ninja Bunny. The size of a house. Lana is just gonna look very lost as she kind of moves over here, chugs her way over to here. Lorelei is going to move down and over here and give Riven a Curing Touch. Renswat, what are you doing?
Well, let me see. It's greater invisibility.
Yep, Greater Invisibility. Attacks don't break it.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, there's still one alive next to me.
There is, but there's also a whole room of alive ones in here. These two are just holding the door to try and, like, you know, keep them out. But if you want to get past them and waylay into the archers in the next room, they'll let you in.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying, there's one next to me, so I'll punch it first.
Okay, fair enough.
Right there.
It's right there. It's right there in punching distance. She just backhand grabs it and throws it through the wall that we busted through. Just watches it corpse disappear through the portal.
You basically portal shenanigans it. You throw it through this portal that comes out this portal and goes wah, boom, shatters.
Okay, and then
Oh, here, allow me.
two.
Seeing you approach, these two are back up real quick. Seeing you approach, these two are just going to open the door and let you go in.
Yep.
The skeletons on the other side, they look ready. They ready up their bows and they see nothing come in. And then they feel a presence as
Their
you
danger
begin
sense goes
waylaying
off.
through
In
them.
their bones.
Yeah, they
Two.
feel it in their bones. No!
Danger
First,
sense too late.
does the 15 hit? Otherwise, I'll spend the 1 to make it a 16.
You have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I'm on
you're
drugs.
visible.
Fuck it. 28, 27, 28, 27. Yeah, so that's these 4 all dead.
Yep.
You are Ren Viswubble.
I'm gonna borrow you for a second. 2, 3, 4. There you go.
She'll move to right here. And spend the key point. And 21, 29 to kill the 2 on her like bottom left.
You got it.
As to these other skeletons, they just see bone shards exploding.
Yeah, no. They see this rampaging behemoth
Looks like
just rip through them.
Looks
And they're
like a
like,
redneck's
"Whoa!"
hand on 4th of July.
Yes. Huffman very carefully slides back over here and says, "You got this, right?"
She doesn't-
I stepped more into what I did not want to.
She stays quiet because she doesn't want the skeletons hearing her. Pinpointing where she's at
Yeah.
via that.
They say, we think you got this, and they just very carefully close the door.
She's like, we're just gonna.
All right,
Yes,
carry on.
Mary.
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
With me.
Fucking all they fear is you starts blasting.
They're just looking around an empty room, and they're like, "Why do we hear a Latin choir?"
Kratos, Lepretos. Let's see. Orange guys. All right. I'm gonna roll a d4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, Neatal's getting shot at disadvantage. We'll see if they hit. It's a 19 to hit. Neatal. Agathar.
Yeah.
As those arrows begin to come through, you hear Neatal go, "Sunu no tate!" And you begin to hear arrows plinking off an invisible shield.
Nice.
And that is that. Argo is... he's a bit homeless right now. He's just gonna kind of like just chill over here. Vonnie, Valen, what are you two doing?
Let's see. 30. 30. Yeah, Vonnie's just going to take some swings. No, that's. Let's go. 1, Jesus. 2.
Ouch.
Not the right one, too.
Yeah, that hits and kills it. Oh wait, no. It's this one. Never mind, this one's uninjured. It is bloodied. Is that your turn?
Sure. That's all I can really do.
Alright.
You can sneak to finish it off.
Marissa, skip. Purple archers. The purple archers are going to try and shoot the creature. Like, they're just going to shoot wildly in the room, so it's a disadvantage. There's 4 of them in the room. A 12 will miss. That is their turn. Blues are all dead. Greens... There's 1 green alive. This 1 green is going to take a wild swing. I'm going to roll another d4. Scimitar. It's a 13 to hit. His attack plinks off the armor of his companion. Eloise, a little bit homeless right now. She's going to kind of like waddle over here. Gale is gonna move over to here. Shrug. Morgan, what are you doing?
This wall right here beside me. What's that made out of?
Stone.
Thick? Is it thick? Would you
No.
say, maybe?
It's not.
Alright. Do I surmise I could cut it down with ash and bran?
Oh, very, very easily. It's like
And she just
it's
sees
barely a
these
thing.
two. She sees Francois disappear, these two holding the door, then just kind of turns with like white waves a finger up as these two crisp blades just drill a hole through the wall, like glass cutting style, just because those attacks are crits because of the adamantine used to make the blades.
Yep.
So boop boop, bap bap.
Yeah, they hit. They drill through. You're trying to go through this wall here?
Yeah, I come out here.
Yeah, that's fine. They wave at you.
I take a step through, level my staff across the way, then just fireball, 7th level.
My God.
From the staff. That is a dex save of 22.
Oh yeah, they failed.
Figured as much. Let's see. So it's 8, 3.
If you get 26 or better on the damage die, you kill them all.
I probably will. Just trying to remember what a 7th level fireball does for damage. 1, 2,
12d6.
3, 4. It's 12d6. Fair enough. $38.
Ah,
Yep.
damn.
Let's get that radius real quick, because it's a 30 foot, yeah?
No, 20.
20 foot. Well, I aim it in a way where I'm not going to take everybody out.
Yeah, I figured.
Right about there.
That's fine. Alright. Those guys get exploded.
And she'll take a step back and take a knee to kind of more or less go prone. Not literally prone, but down close enough to the ground to be considered prone.
Okay. I will
That's my
say,
turn.
all the archers are dead.
Yes, they are.
Alright. At the end of the round, I get to roll a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Alright. You guys watch as all the undead in the area immediately stiffen up and stop attacking. Now, I will leave it up to you guys what you decide to do, but we are out of turn order.
Can Agathar see these guys' facial expressions?
Yes. You would basically you would see all of these soldiers basically stiffen up and give a salute as if they were saluting a general, and then they basically stow their weapons and go stock still. That is what you see. Soren, do you do anything?
How did the skeletons just stop attacking?
Yes.
Or just
You watch as these skeletons go from aggressive stances to kind of like vibrating a little bit, and then they stiffen up. They stow their weapons and they put their arms to their side and they just go into a military stance, basically.
Okay, still facing the directions they were facing, or facing any particular direction?
Facing inwards towards the front.
Soren's gonna look in that direction. Is this like a wall here, or is there
No,
like it's a bridge? It's bridge
this
under.
it's literally a bridge with nothing but blank space underneath. They all look right in this direction. These
That's
archers
vaguely
look in
weird.
this direction. These guys look in this direction. These guys look in this direction. These guys stand. These guys right here, standing on either side, you see them shift to the right and left of the doorway.
Did they not die to the fire?
No, they didn't.
They were big boys.
They are big.
Yeah,
boys.
there's beefy.
And Soren move to closer to the door to observe.
I am simply asking if you continue to attack these skeletons.
No, he does not.
Nope. Okay, you're out of turnover.
The fireball
Tritonio.
didn't kill him?
No, the fireball did not kill them. It injured them, put them to half health, but it did not kill them. Tritonio is going to look confused, but stay in a defensive stance. Neatal is just like grabs Agathar, disengage, and scampers away down here to you. Here's your boyfriend.
I think they
You doing all right?
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Ribbon, Todd, Agathar, your turn.
I think is that where generally the hum was coming from?
Yes.
I think they were ordered to stop. I mean, I'm a little hurt, but I'll be fine. He's gonna start walking towards that door.
You don't get to yet. I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm asking people right now if they're continuing the assault or not.
Gotcha. Agathar's not continuing.
All right. Cecil, Lana, Lorelei looks confused, but is going to move here. Rensois, you are inside of a room. You see these archers go stiffen and straighten up before saluting in this direction. What do you do?
Just going to. She's gonna see. 18, yeah, she realizes something's unusual. And she just kind of quirks a, not that anyone can see it because it's invisible. She just kind of quirks a brow and like stands up straight out of her like combat stance.
On the ceiling.
Just gonna open the door.
All right.
Peers out.
The battlefield
middle of
is
the doorway.
silent and still. Do you continue the assault?
No.
Right.
She's gonna look around. Who's Morgan's right there. She'll look left, spy Morgan. What's going on?
Beats me.
All right. Vonnie Valen, are the two of you continuing the assault?
Seeing everyone stopping, they will not continue the assault.
All right. Morgan, you're the last person.
We blow it up. Boom. No. Mori's just gonna cast protection on herself.
All right. You guys are officially out of turn order. As you guys choose to not continue your assault, you'll watch as all of these undead slowly file over here. Oh,
That one grew. Quick, destroy them.
Not wide.
You got longer.
They're gathering. Quick, meteor swarm.
I don't know if that's spell.
Fine, everyone, grab a cob launcher.
The cob launcher.
That's illegal.
Yeehaw! Some good old southern spell casting.
All right.
I learned moonshine.
That's
I
what
can't-
Balin used earlier.
I cast taters and grits.
Taters and grits.
I cast good eatings.
I
That's what
can't.
that is right there. I tell you what.
These two.
I cast Country Fried's fireball spell.
All right. You'll watch as two of the scouts.
And a little bit of chicken fried.
You'll watch as two of the scouts enter the main building, and then close the door behind them, as it seems as if whatever is inside is waiting for you. Tritonio looks over to you, Vani, and just says, "This seems more your call, no? I shall stay out here in case you need a escape plan, no?"
Sure. Okay. Let's go, everyone.
Riven is going to approach you guys and just kind of look wearily at all the undead before looking back over to you, Soren. So, yeah, I don't think about going in there, are you?
Yeah, it's looking like we're invited. It'd be rude to turn him down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, invited by a bunch of undead that were trying to stab us to death a couple minutes ago, eh?
Following
Fine
orders.
now.
Okay. Well, if you need any backup, we'll be out here, I guess.
Just be careful.
Measuring a fireball, huh?
I'd only miss one.
I looks at Lana and she's like, can I get the little bit of a little fucked up?
Huh? Oh yeah, sure. Here, let me help you out. She will.
Thank you.
Let me fuck her. I have to open up
Get the
her.
ones up
I have
top.
to open up her sheet again.
She's a life cleric. I'm obviously gonna ask her for healing.
Morgan
How
goes after the group. I
how
go after
hurt
the top.
are you?
I'm below half.
Low half. Okay. That is a grand total of 38 healing.
Oh, beautiful. That brings me back. That's exactly the amount of damage I took.
Oh,
So I'm back at
actually,
full.
sorry. It's
Holy shit, there's two Valens.
it's
That's way too many.
45 healing. I forgot to add life domain bullshit.
That's okay. The 38 was the exact damage he took, so that he's back at full.
Nice. All right. Well, you guys can feel free to enter the main building at your leisure.
Yeah.
Greater
I'll head that
invisibility.
way.
Greater invisibility drops off of you after a little bit, Renswa, because it's only a minute cast time.
Yeah. Enlarge would also drop.
Yes,
How long does enlarge last?
a minute.
Minute.
A minute. Okay, so okay, so like Soren's gonna step out and then see large Slaw there.
Near to already be
Okay,
blushing.
he doesn't freeze. He doesn't freeze.
Agatha gives an approving nod.
All right. So who wants to go in first?
Morgan.
Oh, you sure?
Agatha will
Yeah.
trail Morgan.
All right.
I have what the only protection I could possibly feasibly have for a situation like this, and I push the door open with my staff.
Alright, fucker.
All
I
right.
need to be shrinky dinked back down.
So, as you enter this room, you see resting beneath a hole in the roof of this fort, sunlight glimmering down, a man in rusted golden armor.
That's a misnomer.
Well,
Gold
a
doesn't
skeleton.
gold doesn't rust.
Okay, a skeleton in golden armor with
Okay.
what looks to be a small little girl skeleton clutched in their arms. And upon entering this room, this figure's head creaks upwards, and you see cobwebs tearing away from beneath the chin as their left hand comes up to caress the skeletal child's head. I thank
That was a thank you he gave me. It was a little broken up.
I thank you.
There we go.
And Soren into the room too. He would have gone. He would
You
try. He
guys-
would have tried
you-
to go in
you
before
can-
Morgan.
You can all enter the room if you want.
Yeah. So, what do these guys look like for Agatha?
This man looks like a human, and you see that there is a wound of death across his throat where it was slit. You see the little girl looks as if she were strangled. There is no spirit inhabiting the, well, sorry, you wouldn't say anything on the little girl because there's no spirit inhabiting the little girl. This figure in the armor really fills it out in your eyes. And he looks very strong, very tall, very imposing. Very much the picturesque of a general of an outpost. With a very big, bushy beard. Maybe a bit of a dwarf in him. As the figure does not move from their seat, they simply speak. My numbers have been too great for too long. I couldn't control them all. Couldn't stop them all. You called their number and gave me control again. Now, I ask that you leave.
Why do you still inhabit this place?
And why would you make more if you couldn't control them?
Not my choice. When
So then,
perished, I wished I had more men to defend this fort with. And now, I have as many as I want. More than I need.
Looking at the empty, essentially the uninhabited corpse of the girl, can Agatha surmise that she went to an afterlife or he did something?
Arcana.
29.
You see a soul tether to the body. It looks as if this tether is going into a basement below. You see it kind of like going beneath the floorboards. And with an Arcana check that high, I'll just roll that into an investigation check effectively. You see kind of like where the carpet is moth-eaten and riddled with holes, that there is the outline of what looks to be a trapdoor beneath it.
Mm-hmm. So he's anchored here from probably her, where she's buried.
No, wait. If she's here, she isn't buried.
Her soul is not anchored to her. Is anchored to her body by a tether, but the soul is free to roam about, effectively.
Gotcha. Okay. What is so important defending here? Is it her? And he motions to the girl.
You see his hand clutch a bit more possessively. Yes, but also to defend the country from the necropolis. The undead that leave that place. I try to gain control over, or kill if I cannot.
Bound by duty. Agathar like looks over at the group. He again like with the face of I'm gonna do a thing.
Soren, before he does a thing, Soren is going to say, "Oh wait, the ring isn't here. It's in the necropolis, right?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Soren doesn't say anything. He looks over to Agathar with a quizzical look.
And it seems our goals are similar. We wish to assault the necropolis. And if we can get to the heart of it to stop it or at least contain it, that is a similar goal. We could use your assistance in that assault, if you're willing to spare it.
Me and my men cannot leave this fort. It is all that stands between Vori and the necropolis.
How long have you been here?
80 years. whole years.
Your name?
I know not my name anymore. I was the general in life, and I am the general in death.
Soren's going to look around the room just from where he's standing. Is there anything that looks like a journal anywhere? Probably not.
Not one that's legible. 80 years of time and dilapidation is enough to destroy a lot of stuff.
Does his armor have any markings on it, or is it just like plain?
Military markings, but they are from a time that you were not here for.
Time of Hyrule.
Basically, these are like ancient military markings. You would need to have been a Vorian native to actually have any chance of recognizing these. And your only Vorian native, Agathar, doesn't know anything about this shit.
Excuse me.
Well, Morgan would probably have a much better shot. Agathar has no fucking clue.
Well,
I am a native.
you may make a history check. It's gonna be a higher DC for you. Because you're a druid from the woods.
25.
Morgan's
I was
also
a-
been around.
I was a druid from the woods when I was a girl. Then I spent most of my life planning this country's demise from within.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second. All right then. Well, you would know that this particular fort is an old military fort, obviously.
Not new, huh?
That you would also know that this particular fort, you actually heard a story about when you were young, about the Undying Legion that basically held out this fort. How effectively around 80 years ago, when the Vaorian king established an outpost here, this outpost was supposed to act as a staging ground for all invasions of the necropolis in order to get it to basically, in order to shut it down, in order to destroy it, get rid of it. Except this outpost was eventually overran by the necropolis, and it was overran in a matter of minutes. Undead, there were so many undead that they choked the ground and crawled over the walls to get to the people inside.
Yeah.
And as a result of that horrific and very violent demise, well, in Vaori, nothing stays dead. And so these people pick themselves back up. But the fact that they rose and their general apparently survived them is what's been keeping them sane, from what you can see.
Well, whatever's left of them sane.
Yeah.
They went a little nutty.
You can roll an Arcana check on that one.
The fact
Oh,
that
he
they're
was-
not, they're not currently attacking us.
Arcana of 19. The Animate Dead spell says that you can only assert control over X number of undead.
All of them were attacking us. They only...
Yeah.
But he wasn't in control of them.
I know. Is this relevant for Morrigan to share, though? Yeah, it was a failed matchbox set up to act as a dam to the undead. And it failed quite spectacularly.
See that being so close to Necropolis. When you defend against the Necropolis, the things you destroy, do they add to your number? Is that part of the reason why you're lost control? Besides the other knights and such who tried to take this place for themselves?
He shakes his head, and then very, with a lot of effort, he points over at one of the damaged skeleton scouts, and you see that the bones are slowly repairing themselves. I requested more men, and thus I have an undying company. 100 men. Never less, never more.
What's the number currently? That means you lose control.
And are they simply going to just keep coming back?
I have 17 left under my command.
That sounds like less than 100.
I had 100 when you started. I can maintain control over around 50 to 60, depending.
It looks like you overestimated.
No. I normally send my excess units out on patrols. But there was a group of people nearby, so the patrols remained to defend the fort. And I lost control.
So what now? She kind of like poses to the group, leaning back at the door.
So, did he answer the question of are the ones that we took down just gonna come back?
He's implied multiple times, yes, that will happen.
Okay.
He's
Maybe
literally,
just plain Iranian.
he literally showed you the regenerating skeleton and said,
Yeah.
said 100 men under my command, never more, never less.
We could end this here.
What if with your permission, since you lost control, what if we thin the number so when you do regroup to reinforce the fort, you still have full control over them? What if we thin the number and then use maybe 30? With the amount that we slain, with your permission, General, what if I take the remaining and make it 60, so you maintain control even when you're fortifying?
You see his demeanor shift, and the scouts draw their blades again, and you hear a rattle within this outpost. Necromancer.
I'm
Your kind are not welcome here.
I'm only here to help you.
Your kind are what caused all this in the first place. The necropolis, the undeath curse upon Vuori, all the work of necromancers.
And
Like
yet,
that.
Soren's gonna step over and just have his left hand on his blade sheaths.
is Discord doing the thing where I'm not heard?
No,
No,
we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. I can never tell.
It's harsh.
It's like, and yet, certainly, there have been necromancers who have caused issues. Yet hasn't, essentially, anyone caused issues. One can point blame at any singular group that has ever existed and blame them for something.
Roll a persuasion check.
She's so good at those.
Is it possible to give her the help action in this?
Not from you, buddy.
And he's not
I'll-
gonna listen
I'll-
to anything he's gonna say.
I'll let you make it wisdom based.
I mean, cool. That would up it by 4.
I mean, hey, 13's better than a 9. You see him settle. Although the weapons in the skeletal scout's hands remain. You see him clutch this small child's corpse a bit more. You will not take any of my men from me.
Or just nods. I understand.
Your kind are always seeking more power.
Seeking more power, I would have just gone to the basement and started rooting down there. But here I am trying to offer my assistance to you so you can maintain control. Necromancers caused a lot of issues in this country. I am not like them.
Thorin just continues to stand next to Agathar with his hand clutched over the sheaths of his blades. His right hand is still down at his side.
You would do well to remember, idealistic necromancers are a novelty.
Understand that.
There was one idealistic necromancer. One who ruled over a small kingdom. And that kingdom vanished. And in its place, the necropolis.
Are you referring to Suba?
If I could spit, I would. Make mention not the old world.
He kind of mutters to himself, that fall wasn't his fault.
And I'm not speaking about Rainier. I'm speaking about someone else. Very notable figure in history.
I know, but like, how would he know to correct us?
Because you're not talking about your... Okay, look, you mentioned Suba when he's not talking about Suba.
Oh.
He never was.
Right?
I mean,
Suba is from Vitrium. That's
Yeah.
the only. That's the only necocracy that Agathar knows of.
Fair enough.
Well, like he said, there was an idealistic necromancer that ruled a kingdom near here.
Yeah.
And it vanished, and in its place the necropolis spawned.
Mm.
So what are we doing?
If he reinforces again, it will be a bit of an issue, but I think maybe he knows next time not to put every eggs in the basket if he can't handle it.
Why would you assume that?
They're stopping the necropolis from here. We're not providing a good service to Viore in general.
How quiet is this conversation?
I mean, I don't think Morrigan is terribly stealthy about it.
It's a bit more on the lower end, but he's not projecting it very loudly.
He's just going to scowl. I know how my units operate. Like I said, the only reason it ever got out of hand was because of that nearby group of people. My scouts did not leave. And if they don't leave, my numbers don't quell. If my numbers don't quell, I lose control.
Y'all gonna make me lose control.
How long does it take him to reconstitute?
A day or two at most, depending on how many were slain. The rate varies. It also varies depending on the level of danger I am in. Considering there's a necromancer within my reach. My
I can vouch
units
for
will...
Agathar.
Regardless of the boy's idealism, my numbers will reconstitute far quicker.
So then is the solution not then to put you to rest?
If you were to put me to rest, Vori would lose its shield.
I have
And
a
how
suggestion.
useful is a shield that can't control the armory? How will you protect if you cannot control?
I can control just fine.
Can you? It's not what you seemed to be saying 5 minutes ago.
I have an idea, but without volunteers, it wouldn't be possible.
Why did we come here?
We're to kill the pace, but obviously things have changed.
Have we?
No. We came here to prove ourselves, and I think we have done that.
Then why are we standing here? Morgan turns the door and like pushes it open with her staff. There's no forward or backward in this conversation. If you aren't going to finish him off, and he isn't going to help, that's the end of it now, isn't it?
Well, he can't. He can't leave. He and his men can't leave this outpost.
You feel this. You see this general go to say something, and then there's a small shudder that goes through him as he says, "Another one." And Soren, you would hear,
Yes.
Mr. Wanderwind, I require you outside.
Does he recognize the voice?
Yes, it's Anka.
Oh no!
Hmm. He closes his eyes and sighs, and he goes, I suppose I should go talk to her.
I just left it. I'm heading back to the caravan at this point. I'm gonna attempt something as me and Soren go for the door.
What's that?
Sleight of hand.
What are you trying to do with your sleight of hand?
Get my bottle back.
Soren, what's your passive?
Passive is 17,
Oh,
so she meets it.
I think that
Yeah,
beats.
she meets. Yeah, she meets it beats.
Yeah, she would have seen the pocket it went into, so, or where it would have went into inside the jacket.
Slips the bottle out. As you go to speak with Anka, side-eyes Rincewa and Agathar before pulling the bottle back and heading out behind him.
He steps outside and nods and says, Anka.
Evening. Good to see you're here.
Don't mind me.
I won't.
What brings you all the way out here, Anka?
I said I would handle the necropolis. But I catch you out here gallivanting around with a undead general and his coterie.
Oh, yeah, this general story is unique.
Most undead have some kind of a story. But I'm sensing this one is uniquely hostile, she says, indicating to the archers that are trained on her backside.
They don't really like necromancers.
Oh, really? I would
Okay.
never have guessed.
It's just kind of their thing. I was just trying to explain, but whatever. But this general has been here for a long time, and his entire purpose was to protect Vori against the or anything coming out of the necropolis.
Really now?
That's what he told us, and anyways.
Good. Very good. Then, allow me to speak with this man.
What do you have planned with him?
A bit of diplomacy. You can watch if you want.
If you don't mind.
By all means.
Sorry, you catch Morrigan drinking from an alcohol bottle as she continues to saunter away, and you notice your pocket lighter.
He spots her, like, pats the pocket, like, close to his chest, and then goes, "Oh, God damn it, Maury."
All right. So, she steps in, and this general clutches the small child all the tighter, and she waves a hand. I'm not going to take them. Or you, or any of your men. Really now? And why should I ever believe that? You necromancers are all the same. Ooh! Really now? Are we? Yes. And you reek of the magic. I do. Because I am an empress. And with a snap of my fingers, I could break your will beneath my own and make you my supplicant. But I'm not. Because when it comes to sentient undead, such as yourself, such methods are barbaric. So says the necromancer. The little one spoke much the same. Wanted to take my men. Try and relieve the duty we have.
I don't lose control. That's all I ever want to do with them.
You don't lose control, boy, but at the same time, you would take my men away from me. And I need them. I need every one of them.
That's why I
Anka.
didn't push it.
Anka's gonna turn and look to you, Agatha. This is a classic thing that undead have, especially sentient ones. They tend to hyper-focus upon particular themes. This one has focused on defending this fort, keeping his daughter safe, and keeping the numbers up.
I noticed.
Oh, good. And your master taught you well. So, there are very few ways in which you can deal with an undead of this particular kind. But there are methods. She'll turn back to this guy. Tell you what, General. You don't trust me? Very well, fair enough. Would you trust this little kobold over here? They are far weaker than me. You could easily overpower their control at any point in time.
Agatha just gives a look to Anka, but like the hurtful but fair.
Like, no, man, never before have I been so offended by something you were 100% correct about.
Yes.
The general narrows his eyes at her. Where is this going? You
The
wish
sword just picks Agathar up.
You wish for the necropolis to be destroyed. I need the necropolis to be destroyed for my own goals and my own missions. Ergo, we can help each other out, as I have no doubt this little kobold was telling you about earlier. The general nods. They're still good. Then I will use my own magic and power to give you more power and more control over your men. In exchange, I will form a pact between you and Agathar so he can have a bit of control over you as well.
Between Anka and the general.
What this will let you do is it will let you leave this outpost and march upon the necropolis itself and be the forward unit of an outward assault on the very place that took your life, your daughter's life, and the lives of all your men. Under the command of one whom I think you might come to respect. Only a little bit. She then looks to you, Agathar, and she'll tap her temple at you, and you'll hear her voice in your head. That is assuming the little shit can keep his word.
To explain that later, but yes, I will use the men to assault the necropolis, nothing more, nothing less.
If I recall from my history lessons ever since I woke back up, roughly 80 years ago, magical contracts were still a thing, correct? The general nods slowly. Then I will draft for you to read before you sign a magically binding contract between you and Mr. Agathar. If you don't like one singular written aspect of it, I will allow your men to each strike me once. The general stares. Agathar, Renswa, Soren, Vonnie, Valen, do any of you guys have any insight or any extra things you'd like to throw in?
I mean,
No.
Yeah, I guess Agatha is gonna try to insight Anka in a way of like it feels like is she throwing him under the bus or throwing him a bone metaphorically?
Roll an
She's
insight.
throwing you a bone and under the bus, so you'll go under it for the bone.
Under the bone bus. Well, that's what I
Under the
said.
bone bus.
A
Well, Agathar's small enough.
a
Agathar's
7?
small enough.
Yeah.
She's throwing you a bone.
Okay.
If anyone else would like to roll insight, you may certainly do so.
And they're just kind of leads the sword, and she's like, "This is not helping the lead of shit." The label that Cecil wants to put on me.
ah, my God.
Luck token!
So many failed insight checks. Oh my god.
Well, you figured anything out with Morrigan with how badly you roll these.
Okay. Soren, Agathar, yeah, no, she's throwing you a bone. Who rolled it, Vonnie or Valen?
Valen.
Valen, okay. Valen, Renswa, the two of you would see that Anka is doing a bit of both. She is putting Agathar at risk here
On the
as
spot.
he would be the one that the general's wrath would focus upon if he does not do exactly what she says he will do, which is namely take them to the necropolis to assault it and try and get rid of it. But she knows for a fact that's what everyone's going to be doing anyway. So she's throwing him a bone by basically giving him a bit of a taste of true necromantic power. She's basically saying, hey, you better keep your end of the bargain, or else all that power you feel right now, not gonna ever happen again, buddy. And as she mentioned, she could easily snap her fingers here and say, okay, General, you're mine, and him and all of his soldiers just go, where yours, miss? But she's not doing that. So it's one of those things of like, she could make this easy, but she wants to see how he reacts to things. And kind of, she's trying to play both sides to a degree. That's what your insight can tell. She is doing an Empress thing. It is neither good nor bad. In fact, it's probably good for you guys, because she seems to know Agathar well enough.
Yeah, he's
She-
not that hard to read.
Is she throwing Agathar under the bus or throwing him a bone? Well, Agathar's small enough where she can throw him under the bone.
Yeah, literally.
I just want to know, is there any kind of like funny reaction? Is Morgan is the only one leaving and just drinking alcohol and she passes like the other group sitting outside?
Well, currently Tritonio is a bit too busy just kind of like talking with his apprentices and his other spears. Riven is grumbling to Lana about how like Soren didn't participate in this game and he was really mean. And Lana's
Look,
just like,
Soren tried. There's not much he can do, okay? He doesn't have fireball at will.
and Lana is just sitting there like, yep, that's real rough, Riven. It's real rough.
Yeah,
Yep.
Riven, you're kind of being a baby.
Soren got 2 turns.
Yeah.
Morrigan would probably see Eloise just like watching her with concern, and she kind of like thinks about approaching, but she ultimately doesn't. She's just kind of like trying to, you get the feeling she's trying to like let you approach her because she doesn't want to like get in your space. Lorelei, however, just kind of like looks at you and sees you walking away, just kind of like scoots over. Hey, what's going on in there?
Inside, an argument in stereo until the cat showed up, and likely something different. I don't know. Pulls the bottle up.
Are you sure you're okay?
No, just keeps going.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Even less.
Do you want to, like, I don't know, cook a thing?
Stops, pulling the bottle from her lips. Much quieter, saying, "No."
I mean, everyone's worked up an appetite. I'm sure that might, be nice.
I know where the food is.
Yeah, but my master always told me that the best kind of food is the food that someone makes with love.
Well, then find somebody with some.
Well, and the right spices. I can supply the love, you can supply the spices?
kind of like shifts to look back at them. Someone putting you up to this?
No, I don't have any voices in my head anymore.
Side eyes, Eloise.
Eloise just shrugs, like, I'm not doing this.
You seem a capable chef. Figure it out.
I mean, I could, but I heard from a slime recently that your dishes were the best. So I wanted to see about maybe having some, I guess.
I don't much feel like cooking. I have not in a long time.
Well, maybe you could teach me. Master apprentice type thing, right?
Why are you trying so hard? You don't even know me.
Well, you didn't know me when you made this. And she touches the pendant you gave her.
I didn't even do a good job.
Well, it's the thought that counts, isn't it?
I wasn't thinking.
I
thought
mean,
more of my home and the people in it when I made that thing for you. So you wouldn't accidentally stab someone in the back.
that's fair. But you still did it for me. And I want to show my appreciation.
I'll think about it.
Okay. You, She pauses. And just kind of like shuffles a little bit before sighing. I hope you sleep well, or rest well, or drink well.
She turns and starts walking again. I won't. And she tips the bottle back up.
Oh, okay. She awkwardly waves, but you don't see it.
No.
And
Riveting. Alright.
so, do Rimswa or Valen have anything they would like to say?
Not really.
No. Agatha dug this hole.
Okay.
You're gonna lie in it.
All right then. So she looks to you, Agathar.
Eyes, and then kind of stands a little taller. If this is what I have to do to earn your trust, then I will do it. I will lead you guys to battle against the necropolis, nothing more, nothing less.
Good. And you explained to the undead hunters outside why we have a whole collection of skeletons with us now. She smiles.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to explain a lot of things to them. Do you need me to wait, or
Yes,
can
I
just
do.
tell them?
I need you here for the whole
Okay.
process. Please come to me.
Sounds good. Give Soren a pat.
she'll begin drafting a contract, which she will then place down in front of this general. He reads it. He reads it 4 times. And takes a 20 on
hours
this
later.
and takes a 20 on this investigation check to basically kind of like scan it for anything.
There's
One
gotta
little
be
bit of
there's gotta be some mistake that'll let me shoot this bitch.
pretty much.
I just have
Pretty
to find
much.
it.
Pretty much.
Literally finding the excuse to stab her.
Yeah, no, literally. And he does not find a single one. So eventually he sighs. He stares up at her, and when he pushes the contract towards you, he signs first.
Damn it! What's wrong with it? What did you find? I found nothing. That's the problem.
She nods. I figured you would say that. Agathar, sign. And remember, prick your fingertip before you do so.
I always do. And he will maneuver his finger a little bit so like an ink, like a pen point, literally pokes out of his finger as he like uses his finger as a pen to sign it in blood.
Okay.
It's extra, but
Yep, he does so. And then the general signs, and the contract is sealed. Agathar, you now have control over a general and his army and his company of 100 men. You have
Cool.
approximately 3 days to prepare, plan, and take care of the assault on the necropolis, or else your contract is null and void, and the general will fucking murder you.
so
What do you mean murder? We had this guy dead to rights. I could have flicked a finger, he'd be dead.
how many
Low
of these
stakes, Shad. Low stakes.
how many of these people are Bones he's familiar with? He's very familiar with human bones, and
No. Like, so when I say familiar bones, like you have to like if you want to be familiar with the
physically.
you would have had to have like slipped inside of his armor and just started rubbing up on him. For
Yeah,
like
not doing
an
that.
hour. So just like
For 8
hey,
hours.
just like, hey general, let me sleep inside your chest cavity for the next 8
Yeah,
hours.
Right,
Hey, General,
Cecil.
yeah. What the heck? General, let me get up in there. What?
All right. But as you guys kind of like continue to kind of like do you guys want to say anything else to him?
Hey, General, you want some really intimate cuddles? No, Soren doesn't have anything to say. Like this is out of his league.
Okay. And lastly, is he okay then? Well, Vonnie, Valen, Renswap?
No.
Okay. Do any of you guys have anything you want to say to Anka? As the as 6 of you leave the building.
Not for this session. Not for this session. That's gonna have to be a longer conversation.
Yes. Yes.
Agatha will head out and start walking to the group.
Tritonio is gonna move up. So, what happened in there?
Look, I know this is very complicated, and I'm gonna have to throw a lot of things at you, Mr. We actually never introduced each other. Hi, I'm Agatha Fang.
Yes. My name is Tritonio Espada. Pleasure to meet you. Spear of the hold on. It's been a minute since I've done my intro.
One of the main leaders of the spears.
Hold on, let him
Continue,
do it.
Vagathar.
No, hold on. I want to let him get his
No,
thing. He
you
looks
really
very
do not
excited.
want. No, you do.
No,
not.
let them cook. Let them cook.
No,
I'm
no.
gonna let him cook.
All right. He
Sorry, we'll
he
shoot you in the
twirls.
Do it.
He twirls his spear in the air, and he places it across his back, and he says, I am Tritonio Espada, savior of the Battle of Carmine Hill, slayer of the undead horde at Manzanita, destroyer of air elementals, vanquisher of the meat monstrosities in the sewers of Colima, spear of the heavens, progenitor of the spears of Uri, and hero to the people.
Thorin's eyes immediately like quirk when he mentions the meat monsters.
Right? The meat monstrosities? What the fuck?
Aren't we all meat monstrosities? Anyway,
Agathar is.
yeah, Agathar definitely is. Agathar kind of gives him.
He strikes a pose at the end of it all, and you can see Gale visibly facepalm in the background.
Agathar gives him a smile. It's a
Bonnie
pleasure
does the
to meet
same.
you. My name is Agathar Fang, Lord of Bones, Necromancer Vitrium, and current general of this, very temporary general leader of this Necromancer group.
You suddenly have 1, 2, 3, 4. You suddenly have 5 spears and a ethereal force blade pointed in your direction. As Tritonio's like, "I'm sorry, could you come again for that real quick?" And that's where we end session.
So dumb.
Agathar, this is why you're not allowed to talk.
Agathar is straight up a himbo. Dumb as hell.
Look, no, he's gotta explain this shit. They're gonna be traveling with him to the necropolis.
Just tell him the undead are just like puppies and they like following you.
No, that is not gonna be enough.
I mean, haven't you seen Anna and Belle, how they follow it? Well, he hasn't seen Anna and Belle yet, has he?
Yeah, because they're in the. He didn't want to freak him out, and then now he's suddenly leading this group of fucking skeletons.
Oh boy, what a
weird, crazy trip we've had. Yeah.
what a world we live in. All right.
Ain't no poor Aggie Spunkle, he did this himself.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I didn't sign up for this shit.
You mentioned names you should.
We for sure should have killed these guys.
So before we say goodbye to the YouTube audience, Agathar, what was your favorite part of the session?
Getting my shit pushed in and then being thrown under the bus.
Morgan.
Listening to Agathar get his ship pushed in.
What? Gosh, no love for Lorelei. I see how it is. Renswa.
I got to Kool-Aid Man a wall.
Hell yeah. Soren.
Yeah, that's over.
Irritating Riven.
Bonnie Valen.
Agathar going from, hey, I'm Agathar to,
Nah.
As he fucks up and dug his own grave again.
Fine.
At any rate, so yeah. Thank you, YouTube audience, for joining us for today's episode of Rains of Vitrium. We're going to go into the post stream where we're going to name the episode with our stream audience. If you want to catch us live, you can do so at twitch.tv/deathlyshad, and you can enjoy some chill tunes and lovely D&D every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. CST. And the VOD is posted up ad-free on YouTube on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. CST. My stream may be a little bit late for the next few weeks or so, but in a couple months we'll be back to our regular schedule. At any rate, with all that having been said and done, remember to like, subscribe, comment, all that other jazz, and we're going to end YouTube stream here and go right into the post stream with Twitch. Say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
See you next week.
Bye.